going the other way should be fine.
It should be.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. But
Okay.
it's not. Oh, the camera's messed up still. Sorry. I wanted to read the computer screen. That should be good, yeah. Well, barring those technical difficulties surrounding the microphone not agreeing with being plugged into
Source, I guess.
that area of the computer, I guess.
Yeah, well, we figured it out.
It's better now. And because we stopped and started the stream, this will be its own separate thing, and I can ignore the first chunk.
Yay.
There you go, yeah.
Because it doesn't have any audio.
Hey.
So, do you want to give the recap one more time?
Yeah, I was going to do a recap again.
There's something wrong with the port.
One of them might be.
Possible, yeah. So, what was happening last time, which I'm sure you guys all heard me totally say. So, last time, it started off with you guys basically establishing the Not So Little farm, which I actually am going to show because it was built by a certain someone.
Yes.
Yes, bitch.
And one morning, after basically everything was for the most part done, having breakfast, we see the sheriff coming around the corner. We get a nice little caption basically saying that we are now entering the next phase of the adventure. And we find out there was murders. Murders as in, yes, more than one. There was murders the night before of Spencer's girlfriend's sister and her boyfriend, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
And that a few days ago before, there were 3 con artists who the sheriff was not very fond of and who, as he put, got what they deserved, that were found murdered a few days before that. There were bodies at both of them that had the Sahedrian 7-point star rune on their bodies. And got to do some investigating with the...
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Words are hard, bro.
I know, they're really difficult. So with the first murder, there was a survivor. He kind of went crazy. He went to the sanatorium. There were no survivors from the second murder to talk about, but they investigated it, looked around the lumber mill where the murder happened, and they found some interesting clues about how it looked like there was some sort of a undead, corporeal undead, that was involved in it, and based off clues and disgusting gross smells, I think it's a ghoul of some kind. Fun, walking, intelligent undead that may have disease and paralysis capabilities when they hit you.
Yep, no fun stuff.
Yeah, not fun stuff. That was sarcasm. They did talk to Ven, the father of said murdered woman, who was the suspect, and realized, yeah, he's not actually who they think.
Make sure you say hello. It's an official verb.
Hello. Hello.
Dang it!
Actually.
How do I know I was supposed to say hello?
Because you look at their name, they're officially burb.
Official burb. I was like, I see official something.
You should listen to Spence. He knows what he's talking about. He's a smart boy.
He is a smart boy.
See, there we go. It's fixed. It's fixed. But this is important stuff, man.
So,
I love you. I got you back.
from the 2 murder scenes that had suddenly come up and brought to the PC's attention, they found some useful information at the lumber mill about a ghoul. There was a survivor from the first murder that they can go talk to. The Sahedrian rune you guys already all know about. It's all connected to Thassalon and the Runelords, which was also what Nolly was kind of connected to from her necklace and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's all connected, man.
You mean there was also the fact that like all the notes were addressed to your lordship?
All the notes were signed by
signed.
your lordship.
There we go. It's like
And Mitch did
That's
get
what
a
it was.
note that was specifically addressed to him from the lumber mill murder, which he's very excited about.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
Just a murder happens and there's a note with his name on it. You know, nothing weird.
don't worry, we got your back. Didn't tell the sheriff.
Oh, we didn't?
No, the sheriff gave you the
Oh.
note.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
thought the sheriff told
right.
us.
The sheriff said you may want to keep
See,
this on the down
again,
low,
didn't
but
lie.
this
We
was
didn't
also
know.
fact. Well,
I wasn't wrong.
You weren't
accurate.
wrong.
Technically, and that is the
Technically?
best. That is the best sort of way.
Not the technically.
oh gosh. So as of this moment, your guys' lead that you haven't looked into would be the survivor, who the sheriff did know some basic information about and where he was.
I'm not here.
You're not here, right? Even though it was mentioned beforehand. Austin decided to take a trip to Magnamar.
Yes.
So
I took-
timeline-wise,
The corpse of what's her name?
Katrin.
Katrin.
Mhm.
To Magnamar, also to
Katrine.
Katrine. So I took Katrine's body with me to Magnamar on a ship, along with all of the valuable loot that we have acquired so far, to sell the loot and then pay for her resurrection.
Yes.
Oh shit!
We're gonna raise the dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, that's right, other people playing through this adventure path.
Yeah, you could have done that.
That's a
but you were
thing you
too
can do.
greedy, and you wanted your what? $4 grand?
$5 grand.
$5 grand.
$5 grand.
It's a lot of money, Austin.
At this level,
No, $1,000 a piece, which can buy me nothing.
Damn.
So instead, we're going to take some time this session to set up our caviar farming operation, which we're going to use to
We're
fund
gonna have
the
crafters in this
No,
campaign.
because
Money's
we're
not
using the
important.
capital that was going to go to our caviar operation to resurrect someone.
No. We're getting into crafting, so we don't even need caviar. We have item creation.
that's true. I took an iron crafting feat already at 5th level, so
What'd
this
you get?
wondrous item.
Ooh yeah.
Most versatile one.
Yeah.
That and then arms and armament.
Oh, perfect.
I have plans to get that one, but that's
9th level? Yeah. So, timeline-wise, this has all happened essentially in the same day. You guys were told about the murder, you investigated 2 crime scenes, talked to Ven. You didn't need to investigate the Sahedron rune like the book suggests because you already know all about that kind of stuff. So it is still, I would say, evening at this point when Austin decides to take body and money and leave.
Yeah, we mapped it out. I think it was like a day. It was over a day to get there.
You can be back in a couple of days, yes.
Yeah.
So I guess the only other thing you guys have to do at this moment is talk to the bodyguard of the conman that they hired to go with them, who was found when the bodies were found by some of the guards, and Sheriff took him to Have's sanatorium, which is I guess you could say a sane asylum, a place to help people that are insane,
It's an asylum.
outside of town. So it's not like too far, but it is a little outside of town.
If that asylum were to have one 11th level cleric, it would make its job a lot easier.
I'll be honest with you, it doesn't.
What? I thought.
So I didn't plan this specifically to avoid going to an asylum, but also I have an irrational fear of crazy people in asylums, so I'm really happy I'm not going.
See?
Well, my question was, do you guys want to wait till Austin gets back or not?
The answer is no.
Hopefully it's no.
I think we should respectfully wait for our last companion to join us.
I feel you should respectfully hunt down that vicious murderer with all speed and gusto and gumption.
Gumption.
Don't wait.
But does heal not fix insanity? I thought it did.
Apparently not his insanity.
No, I think heal does, which is why you need an 11th level cleric.
That's what I said. If only this asylum had an 11th level cleric, it would solve a lot of its problems. And you said
It
no.
doesn't. No, I said no, it doesn't have one.
It doesn't have one, not it wouldn't solve the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where I was confuzzled.
It's that weird juxtaposition of the lifestyle of an adventurer versus the lifestyle of a person.
Yes.
Because 11th level, as far as Pathfinder's concerned, they have like lore and renown
Yeah.
standings very loosely. And at 11th level, you are a legendary character
Mm-hmm.
because of how rare it is to get to that level.
Hmm.
So in Magnamar, they have, I think, like 3, and they're all people who control large chunks of the city who aren't the mayor.
Wow.
So one of them, what is he, like a 13th level wizard?
Magnamar?
Works?
Yeah, Magnamar is a 15th level wizard.
15th level wizard.
Wow.
The princess is a 12 rogue?
Oh, she was like 11 or 12, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And she
Princess of the
controls all crime, essentially, in the entire city.
She basically ran the docks, more
Wow.
or less.
Which
Which
is-
is what I remember.
Yeah. Like the powerful people in your town, sorry, in your city, is it a metropolis or is it a large city? Magnemar.
I don't think it's. However,
Because Magnemar's pretty big.
it's like 20,000 people
Yeah.
or 16,000.
So
people.
out of thousands and thousands of people, I think maybe 3 are valid. So yeah, having someone that powerful. Because what was the leader of the church? They were pretty. I don't think they were past 10. But there was the Church of the Chaotic Neutral person who was the female leader.
She wasn't as high level.
I think she was like 9.
7 or so,
7 or
maybe
so.
9. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only a large city with 16,428 people.
Yeah,
But
it's
out of
okay.
16,000 people,
3.
3?
Yeah.
Because I think the mayor wasn't even that high level, even with NPC levels.
Oh, man, off the top of my head,
I think he
probably
was
not.
like a 9th level character using NPC levels, which don't count.
There's that.
Hmm.
They don't count.
That's wild.
Yeah, so it's that the problems that can be solved with PCs, because you usually have a wizard and or a cleric, it always is a simple solution, but the prevalence of adventurer class characters outside of adventurers.
Yeah.
That makes sense though, because like, otherwise it makes sense that people would be coming to you guys specifically for quests because
that's the idea behind it.
otherwise there'd be like a million people in the town that could do the same job as you could go do. You know.
It's
People
a
are-
rarity to have a quote-unquote adventurer.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
something that you've earned through your many quests and conquests.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Like in the world at any given time, there
I like
aren't
that.
enough, like big enough problems that would constitute having enough people go out to gain the experience needed to become a high enough level adventurer.
Right.
Yeah, I think, like
The whole reason,
there's gotta
like,
be a backstory to that.
This whole
character.
campaign revolves around us, so it's not like there was this problem we came to solve it. It was we're here, so the DM's got to throw problems at us, and so they exist in the world today.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like
or the problems always existed beforehand, but but they kind of just like were like the goblins attacks probably
No,
happened.
I don't think because that doesn't really work in a world. Because if the problems exist, someone will be there to solve them.
Yeah, that's the idea. Is that a legendary figure is born
Uh-huh.
because of a major problem.
Hmm.
So regardless if it was our particular characters, someone would have risen to the challenge
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
taking down this and would
Legendary
have therefore
figure.
become in response.
And that's
Yeah.
why even in your game there are legendary heroes of old.
Yeah.
Hmm.
To justify the existence of adventurers at all.
Mhm.
Yeah. Huh?
And we're talking about specifically PC level characters.
Yeah.
Because almost every leader of a kingdom is in the low to mid teens. They're just usually 90% or more NPC level,
aristocrat.
which equates to next. Like if you had a courageous king who was known for fighting the front lines, he'd have maybe like 5 aristocrat and 10 warrior.
Hmm.
Unless he was important to the overall story of Galarian, he's not going to have any PC levels.
What are NPC levels?
They're NPC classes. Commoner,
There's-
expert, adept, warrior,
An aristocrat.
aristocrat. Wow, I even said that one.
Yeah.
They
And
are
they-
watered down.
They just have no class features. They're
Oh.
extremely simple.
It's
One
just
of-
pure stats, like
For the
pure,
most part.
oh.
One of the
It's just
only
hit dice. It's basically how like creatures have hit dice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how you give humanoids
It's character
hit
hit dice.
dice.
Oh, okay. All right.
That will go up at some point based on your class. You get 1d whatever.
Mm.
Your saves go up very, very slowly, but you don't really get anything outside of skill points.
Nothing extraordinary.
Yes, there's
Yeah.
no unique powers.
Okay.
One of the only country leaders that I know of that has a significant amount of PC classes is Numeria. The king of Numeria was
Numeria does.
15th level barbarian, I think is what he was.
Hmm.
Queen
Interesting.
Abigail is an 18 sorcerer aristocrat too, or 16?
16-2.
She's 18 total. She's a 16th level sorcerer with aristocrat too. So she still has aristocrat. What's Wizard Homeboy's name?
Rasmir?
Rasmer is 19 wizard,
Yeah.
and he has an entire module about him, an entire country around him.
Yeah.
What
He's-
modules around him?
I'll look it up.
That'd be
Oh,
a
it was
fun one to
cool,
go through,
but yeah.
maybe.
You infiltrate his group. So yeah.
Hmm.
That would be a fun one to go through.
I tried running it for maybe us, and it failed hard because some of the plot hooks were bad. I just remember getting to the first inn, and somebody, like one of the biggest plot hooks that you didn't have to dig for, was still like an off the cuff. Someone had to mention the fish that was on a plaque behind him, And if you noted that, then he introduced a story that had the plot hook in it.
Mm.
And otherwise, you had to actually, of your own volition, go to this area
Interesting.
near the go to the lake, and then from there, the next hook would take you to the part near the lake.
As long as you mentioned it, I would probably be like, "Oh, that's fishy. What about the fish?"
Ooh.
But it's
Pretty
an
good.
odd thing because it's just washed in with the description of the room. Like you walk in, you see
Yeah.
this whole tavern, and it's in a fishing village, so it's all
Yeah,
around
oh,
that. You see
oh,
the motif
no.
of it, and then you see like the thing above the
Check it out. It's a magical Billy Bass.
yeah.
That would at least get some attention.
You ain't nothing but a hound
Just over there, just flopping around on the flags.
Don't worry.
All right, so Brock, what is this that you threw up on Roll20?
This is the not so little zoo.
So,
Oh, did
I confusingly, about a week or so ago, go into continue making the campaign, and was really confused and thought I opened up the wrong game as I was on this map. Go to look at the maps and realize the not so little zoo. Oh, I'm in the right game. Austin just did what he said he was going to do and built our zoo that I believe we're all, at least that's eventually going to live in.
This is
Even though I noticed there's only
Why
4
is there
bedrooms.
a bear rug? Why would we do that to a perfectly good bear, or buy that
'Cause
from
it-
someone who did that to a perfectly good bear?
Because the bear died of natural causes from remembering it
Oh, okay.
by having it live out a meaningful purpose, keeping our toesies warm.
But I even put in images of all of the dogs, that goblin dogs, of the hoisey, firepoke cougar,
Big
sticky
gecko.
foot, the giant
You
gecko.
have the cougar and the horse in the same pen?
He did that.
I just put them on the map. That's all I did.
That is a terrible idea. So
What are you
we're gonna have
talking
to
about?
move him right quick.
I'm
work in progress.
sure that's not actually what I was saying. I just put them on the map.
I just got to
We
build
learn
it.
as we go.
I loved the pack I got though.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
That's pretty dope.
So,
But there's
I
only
wanted
4
to-
bedrooms because sorry Matt, he's not permanent.
okay.
So he
No.
doesn't get a bedroom.
There's
and
5
I-
of us.
I was finishing my sentence.
Ah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And I don't get a bedroom because I want to hang out on this half of the map. Yeah, there was the other half. So it's,
Occasionally sleeps with the animals.
yeah, I hang out with the homies.
I crash on the couch.
Okay then.
Tuck yourself into the bear pelt.
Yeah.
There's a couch right there, right in front of the fire.
There we
Yeah,
go.
be nice and
I don't
toasty.
know. I can cuddle with a gecko. Seems
Honest.
pretty cool.
Oh, I want to cuddle with the gecko though.
So,
A fire pelt cougar keep me warm in the
I mean, I
winters.
moved my
and a
cabin
gecko to
nearby,
keep me
so
cool in
if
the
someone
summers.
wants my room.
That is true. You did move your cabin. So, we have a guest room. So, you know.
So,
Chicken
one
has
other
stirred,
little thing. So, when I started this
And there's 2 labs.
campaign,
Yeah.
I kind of left it kind of vague and open as to where exactly you guys are or how exactly things are, and kind of described as being like video game-esque with like words appearing in the sky, and you guys able to like pull up your stat blocks and seeing things.
Is this 8-bit for anyone else, or is it just me?
That's just you.
Save points.
Is this 8-bit for anyone else, or is
Austin's
it
like,
just
what
me?
was that?
I've moved up to 64.
I'm still just like,
apparently I did the same.
I'm still just like,
my bad.
oh,
I'm
I'm
on
just
this
like,
page. Are you guys not like? Are you guys fighting the system? Once you guys, just accept this is your reality, it gets a whole lot clearer. It melds with your brain well. It just
That's why everything looks like RuneScape to me.
yeah, because this world looks like RuneScape.
Well,
but once
which
we're in
RuneScape?
this game, like everything just goes.
Yeah. It all makes sense to me.
So,
Spencer's like, I'm still on a text-based dungeon.
It's on text-based for him.
You reach it.
go
Like that
left.
system, Spencer.
Walk 20
It's like,
feet
what,
forward.
What you guys haven't realized is the fact that everything I'm doing, I'm actually doing with binary and a slide rule.
Well, that's why it takes him so long. I'm sorry.
Oh!
He's like, sorry guys, I'm still putting it in. Hold on.
Conveying witticisms in that manner is quite taxing.
That makes it even more impressive.
Saying
Nice.
puns in binary.
0011001.
2.
Ah!
Damn it!
Everything breaks.
Gotta start over.
But the reason why I bring that up is because, literally, because it was same day, we kind of just walk around a corner and I go from being wizardy to being a cleric. Just kind of boom.
It's funny, in 8-bit, I don't really notice much of a difference.
We notice like go from robe to like armor. How about that?
That's some great sprite work.
Oh,
Hey, you
thanks.
got our armor training. Nice.
Woo!
I took arcane armor training. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to take arcane armor training.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It's like,
I mean,
damn
he
it,
did have
Brandon.
it.
No wonder you can't see the taste. There isn't enough resolution for the cinnamon toast crunch.
Spencer's to begrudgingly accept the system just to get the resolution high enough to see the tape.
Just having an existential crisis on our way to the sanatorium. I guess we're going to the right place.
Spencer's now comes to so much that he can see smells.
He's in another plane.
It's like I've been downloading some texture packs. Everything right now kind of looks like anime.
He sees Mitch punch someone, just goes kapow.
Well, that's Batman.
You know, but it works. It's just more of that. It's like sense motive. It's like I think he's angry. How can you tell? It's just like I like the pulsating like.
No, she doesn't know what we're talking about. How can you tell? Because her face got kind of weird and distorted, and like there's this big question mark above her, and she's kind of like, huh?
GM, why are those people chibi?
Turn off your texture packs, dang it.
Okay. Sorry, break,
Guys, I think this guy's really serious. They upped the shadowing on this guy.
Oh,
on
Jesus.
this guy a lot.
It's like where'd Spencer go? Shoo! So anyway, sidetrack done. This is a dope little compound.
This is very cool.
Is that my lab? Because I'm assuming.
Sure.
There's 2 labs.
Well, Brock doesn't have a lab anymore.
But I'm still gonna be crafting stuff.
Yeah, so that was the alchemical one, if you zoom in really, really far.
Okay.
And that's the arcane one.
Okay.
So we'll just turn that into crafty boy.
Cool.
So one's an alchemy lab and one's a magic item lab.
Yes.
Perfect.
Pings.
I guess it was that one
because
because of the magical rune circle in the middle.
Yeah.
I have
There's also
installed.
runes hidden throughout the room.
I have installed a little plaque above the doorway that says the General Mill.
Gosh dang
We do have one problem though. 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Ugh.
it. Oh, we're gonna need to
Yeah, you
fix
guys
that
have
one.
fun with that.
Bathroom? You mean the outhouse that's over there?
Like we have a.
I guess that's the washroom. There's no toilet.
you don't
The room
go
with the
potty.
bath in it. Yeah, the bathroom.
Duh.
Duh. What else would you
No, the shower room.
Anywho,
shower?
It's a nice long table though. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little module that just create water on top of you.
I love
And then
it.
you're boom.
Boom.
Wait, you guys aren't prestidigitating away.
You know what? No. Turns out. Not.
It's like in a world.
so I guess is the rest of us without Austin
Yes.
going to the insane asylum to go talk to I just had his name, Grist Sevilla,
Sure, I'll go talk to people like me.
GRAYST
Grist.
SEVILLA.
Grist.
Is it weird that I know a Sevilla in real life?
That's,
I know someone with that
that's
last name.
clearly
Oh, that's what you
Sevilla.
mean.
Sevilla.
It's Sevilla.
Ceviche.
I know a couple.
So I guess at this point it is evening. There's still some sun out to do. Do you want to go tonight? Do you want to go tomorrow? Is there anything else you guys want to do at the moment while Austin is going by?
We can go tomorrow.
Definitely going tomorrow.
Okay.
I guess we can wait till tomorrow.
Ooh, that was the one thing we didn't talk about. Is do we want to have like Katrine coming back be a surprise, or should I just go tell Ben and Shayless?
We need to avenge my brother. You can have my bow and my sword and
your
your
brother.
brother. What? No, stop it.
Except we're doing it the right way.
Oh.
Freaking accurate.
That would have been fun.
Oh my god.
We are not doing a Gideon on.
We just
on
speak
my-
with that, and we get the answers, and we bring it back as a zombie.
Dandy.
Guys, we are not doing a Gideon on my
You just see the
girlfriend's
gameplay on the general store, just
Yeah.
like.
Well, a Gideon would almost be alright.
True.
But
True
not
zombie,
what we
yeah.
would do at this level.
It'd be a
No.
slow zombie.
not doing that.
That's not a Gideon. That's
That's not a Gideon.
That's a sad.
This is sad.
God damn it.
So, do you want it with the flesh still on it, or do you want just the bones?
Oh gosh.
See, now we're turning into like some Shaun of the Dead type stuff.
That's what I was picturing.
Oh god.
So So next morning then?
Yeah, so next morning we'll leave.
The
Okay.
following morning.
Have you seen my giant cup anywhere? A plant base cup?
I imagine in the cupboard with the rest of the cups.
Also, I am curious about the mechanics of transporting her body, because if I understood it correctly, she went through the sawmill and was cut in half.
Yeah, and the blood was dry, and we wrap up the halves.
Fair.
Yeah, the nice people at the local church sew her back together just enough. And then Natch does the rest.
Magic.
I could get very morbid with it and just be doing that magician's trick with the corpse, and you just start sawing her in half, ha 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 ha, along the trip over there and entertain the sailors.
Oh boy. Ignoring that.
However we wanna
By the
say
way,
it.
Mitch, I was thinking, did you change something about your hair?
No.
Oh, well, it looks like, I don't know, you should talk to your barber. Somebody took a bit off the back of your hair. I don't know. But
You can't. He points out on this base
Yeah.
basically a thing of hair, and someone just clips a good maybe 2 inches off of a thing of it.
Well, that's not good. Now it's not even.
yeah.
Well, I guess I needed an excuse to go see the barber anyway. So,
It's fair.
although, I mean, that's kind of a weird thing we should probably look into. Also.
Did Spencer crush a perception check that no one else made, or
I
what?
was gonna say I'm very
I'll
confused.
say he was the one who noticed it first.
Oh, okay.
With the best perception
Oh.
check. With the best perception modifier.
He beats my ranks plus 0 wisdom modifier perception. Rude.
Yeah, his 12 is higher than your 0.
As
Yes.
an investigator that can change everything to int. Rude.
Did you get your inspiration on perception?
I
Yes.
do.
So his D12 plus 6 is higher than your 0, yes.
Rude.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
No, it's an 8.
Bold new style, Mitch, but I don't know if it's quite working.
I have 5
Is that
ranks in it.
intentional?
Oh, yeah.
No, clearly not.
So, yeah, we should probably do that. The skin saw murders and the Phantom Barber.
Phantom
The
Barber.
plot thickens. Or in this case, it actually kind of pinned out.
Well, anyways, the sanatorium is not too far away.
Does this next morning?
This will be next morning, yes. So people are all healed and whatevs.
Right on,
And the barber was open late, so I could go and fix my hair.
Oh, he knows that in the morning.
Oh, damn it.
I have some shears.
Right on.
I have no ranks in profession barber, so we might want to avoid that.
Spencer's like,
Very strange that you have shears then.
yeah.
What is yours?
I'm an alchemist.
What?
Yeah, you know, hair of the dog.
You gotta get your ingredients somehow.
Wait, were you probably doing Mitch's hair? Wait, no, you didn't do that. Never mind.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. I think it's really fishy that A, you're not a barber and have shears, and B, was the one who noticed that my hair was missing.
He was trying to do it to alleviate suspicion of it.
Culprit always returns to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, that's fair.
You just all of a sudden Mitch is walking and he just feels someone just Spencer's like
Anybody else want a haircut?
yeah. Oh, on the subject.
On the subject.
So I guess the next morning you guys go off to go talk to a crazy person.
Alright.
Into the wild blue yonder.
I think I was wise in person. We witnessed some very traumatic events.
That's fair. It describes it to me. It was a little gruesome.
I'm sure it was.
Are we not going to try and figure out how someone snuck into my room and cut off some of my hair in the middle of the night? Is that not something we're going to look into? Have we decided that it's just
Okay.
too small of a thing?
Mitch is the kind of person who loves attention. He
Wait,
probably
wait.
did it
You
himself.
only got a note from someone who committed murder the morning before, and the next morning you're missing some hair. What's weird about that?
Yeah,
anyway,
let's do a lap of Mitch's place.
I think at least
Yeah.
taking a quick look before we head off.
Guys, don't
the
feed
least we
into
can
it,
do.
okay? He wrote the note to himself. He
Yeah.
cut his own hair.
It's probably nothing.
It's to feed into his overly need for the center of attention.
So can I put a Can I add my inspiration bonus to taking a 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So cool. So that's gonna be a for the perception. So that'd be like a 38
Yeah.
on taking a 20 just to check out. It's like, hey, let's go figure this one out.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
Gotta make a
figure it
do the
out.
same similar thing, but with survival, just to take a look and see if anybody came in and out that shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but for performing for
also,
bard
before I do
shopping.
that, I'll give you the courtesy to hide anything.
Performance acting. Or profession
Spencer's
acting.
like, that wasn't my
Performance
preference."
oratory.
It's like performance gets over here. So,
can
Mitch, where you
recite some dope
where
ass
are you
monologues.
sleeping then?
Well, I'd be in my cabin that I moved near the near here. That Austin wouldn't have put it on here. It's not on the.
Okay, so I was curious when you
Not
said you
plot.
moved your cabin. Like, did you pick up
Like
your
I
cabin?
got a bunch of people together and moved my cabin.
Okay.
Wait, I thought this is a video game. Don't you just do like edit mode and then you just pick up?
Well,
pick up
if you
everything?
can, you guys don't have access to
Mitch's cabin added to your inventory.
I don't think we have a bag of
No,
building that
Mitch
big
walks up
yet,
to a
guys.
plot and goes, "Purchase. You have now purchased empty plot number 3. Would you like to move your house here? Yes. Boop.
If those are available, you guys don't have those options yet. How about that?
Fair.
I'm not saying they're available,
Oh.
but
You're not saying they're not available.
they kind of.
Our new strategy is to drop a house on the building.
As many houses as we could find.
It's a good
You
strategy.
guys are never getting access to that ability.
Feather token house.
Oh.
Yeah, but Brock, how awesome would it be though?
Feather token house.
So we're investigating Austin's cabin. Yes.
Austin's cabin?
Mitch's cabin. Spencer is taking his time to do some real good look-sees. How is your survival at a take 20?
30.
Yeah, that's okay.
Perfect.
Just take some time to look around. And you notice some concerning similarities to the lumber mill.
Oh boy.
There is a weird, undeadly smell,
Hmm.
and
It smells.
some bare footprints that were similar to.
Like barefoot or as in like a naked foot or like a bear's foot.
It's a big
Oh,
dog.
God.
a
so
naked
you imagine-
foot.
Okay, good. I just
I'm picturing
sorry.
a werebear who's
Yeah.
also a ghoul.
Like,
dear.
I was
Oh,
like, that's an important difference. I was like, hold up, let me
It's true. This is a fantasy world that actually is possible.
Like,
That's
let me
horrifying.
clarify that.
Yeah, like an 8.5, 9 foot tall humanoid bear wielding
Yeah.
a great axe who also happens to be undead.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah.
Every day you see that.
Here
It's
to take revenge on his friend, who he didn't know died of unnatural causes. Just happened to walk by and saw his friend's pelt on the ground.
Right.
Now,
It all makes sense.
So we have to find him and calmly explain that his friend died of natural causes. In fact, due to the fact that he's just a regular bear and not a supernatural undead bear,
Yeah.
he died of old age. He's outgrown all of his friends now, and to honor his friend's memory, we kept him around.
We have to explain this to an undead bear.
An undead werebear.
Undead bear.
So,
Aware is where.
so at the lumber
Where in
mill,
the
just to
world is Where?
clarify, what you guys had saw was there were muddy,
Saw, dude.
naked, humanoid footprints that came from the river, climbed up into the lumber mill, left. But of course, they were all muddy, so it wasn't just super easy to track. And so from here, you also notice coming to and from the same direction of the river, because you guys are near a river, or what look like basically the same set of footprints, or same type of footprints. And they carry that same sort of gross, undeadly smell. Which you guys determined was a ghoul of some kind.
So, a ghoul snuck up on you in the middle of the night and went, yeah, hair, snipped it off, and then pieced. Why?
Yes. It's gotta get that gamer boy hair.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm so glad that Mitch is being framed for murder.
And being stalked.
Murder.
I brought you murder.
Judas.
No.
So, was there anything else you guys wanted to ask or look at before we wander off to a some crazy place with crazy people?
Well, do you guys want to go check out the river?
Yeah, let's go follow the tracks just to make sure they go to the river.
We need to
Seems
stop
good to
being
me.
near the river.
True.
So you guys go to the river that you're right nearby, and it looks like they go to and from the river.
The river's just too convenient, having that much fresh water. Oh, but also, it's just a good highway for undead who don't have to breathe.
Oh,
We've
when
all
I
seen
saw-
Pirates of the Caribbean.
When I
We
saw
have.
that the adventure path was just like, damn, that's clever.
Oh, when they first said it, I was like, "That's too clever for an adventure path." Brock's probably having them use meta knowledge.
Yeah.
Nope, not even.
I like that. That's good. Good on them. It's like,
Good on ya.
so the headlines 2 weeks from now, it's like, local heroes bust undead superhighway.
We just kind of go for a swim. We're like, "Wait a second.
Where's the road down here?
Yeah, it's a paved road, cobblestone road at the bottom of the river."
It's like signposts.
Yeah.
Sandpoint, Magnamar this
Lumber
way.
mill. Not so
Okay,
little
but
parties
boys,
do.
we have the opportunity to found SUP, the Sandpoint Underwater or Undead Highway Patrol. Hi there.
SUP.
We are officers of SUP. So it's SUU HP.
Oh my god.
And this is why I can never guess or anticipate what's going to happen in my sessions.
Oh,
What? Because
God.
we're gonna go monitor the undead superhighway.
Apparently undead are now traveling here on an almost daily basis.
Well,
okay?
other than vampires, none of them have an aversion to water,
That's true.
but they do have an aversion to sunlight.
Yeah. So, we're going to ignore this super undead underwater highway thing.
Probably the worst idea we could do, but okay.
Well, okay, we're going to put it on the back burner. How about that?
Okay, no, we're not gonna ignore it. We're just gonna
Ignore
table.
it. We're going it's going to be lower on the priorities.
It's pending investigation.
There we go. And we're going to go to the sanatorium.
Open the door. SUP.
So, this is a...
Kick it down.
Sorry.
Okay, we're done.
No more sup talk.
So, it is a nice newer building. This building's built within the last 5 years. It's got a nice little patio with its front door. Yeah, what do you do?
Well, I
Do,
guess I'll.
do you knock on doors? Is that
Yeah.
a common
Is
courtesy,
it-
or do you just
This
walk
is a
in?
business, so you could just walk
Okay,
in.
we'll just walk in.
I'll just walk up to the desk. Yeah, just like, hi there.
Just walk in, there's a desk, there's no one there, but as was not expected with this sort of thing, there's a bell.
Perfect.
I try to guess which pitch the thing is at. What pitch do I think the thing's at?
I want
Make
to
a guess.
Something obscene. Yeah.
D flat.
Okay.
So, ow.
It's okay. Then I'll wait.
So,
Just like-
yeah, a lot of times it does take a moment.
See if there's any like pamphlets. It's like,
There aren't really. It's actually pretty plain. There's a door on the left side and the right side. There's like 2 chairs on this side. There's a chair on that side of the desk.
okay,
It's pretty simple, pretty plain.
perfect.
You guys end up waiting like 30 or so seconds, maybe a little more. And you do kind of hear like the door on your right side jiggle. You hear like keys.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Key
So
open.
where door? Kill it.
It's a mimic. Kill it.
Okay.
I guess if I'm going to show you a picture of him, I have to bring you guys to roll 20. So let's
To
just
roll
go ahead
20.
and go here behind you. Slide you over. There we go.
Hooray.
So I
Oh,
will,
we're
for
tiny.
convenience sake.
We're very tiny. And you're gonna want to double check the screen size on
It's huge.
So you guys are in that room.
that one.
I keep forgetting my
Yeah.
damn
So I don't have it as full screen because full screen usually runs off the map
Yeah.
section, and you
Classy
can keep an
gentleman.
eye on it because you're gonna want to scroll over anyways to get the.
Austin's not here. Do you want me to delete him?
Classy bastard.
No. We will move him off to the side because I will use this map. This is where all this stuff are. So for the sake of that room, basically you guys fill it up.
Guys
I'm
wanna
just gonna
be
leave you outside.
Ladies
But-
want to be with him.
The main thing is to show you who walks out, and it
You
is
guys do too.
Old
this man,
Jenkins.
who, with a basic check that I probably should advise you guys to roll, is Aaron
Oh, it's
Abe.
Professor Quirrell.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
It's Professor Boyle.
Oh my god.
That's hysterical.
Tear his scarf off. Do it.
This is Aaron Habe.
That's
This
where
is
the Rune
his-
Lord. That's where the Rune Lord is.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Quick, we have to check the dungeons. There might be a troll there.
He casts a quicken fireball. No, okay.
Unfortunately on a keyboard. Like, wrong
No, he
kind of
very
troll.
slowly pulls a stick from out of his pocket, and then utters a very long
Yeah,
spell.
that's a good point.
I just shout Expelliarmus, so I just pin his arm to the wall with an arrow. Expelliarmus.
So Aaron Habe walks out.
I drink my spells. What can I
You
say?
do know that he is the man who owns and runs the sanatorium. As he walks in, he looks kind of almost like jittery. Like, funny enough, not realizing that he looked like him, I was kind of picturing his mannerisms actually being just like that professor. Well, he's like a little stuttery. Like, well, hello, how may I help you, gentlemen, today?
Oh, Mr. Abe, it's good to see you.
You can start by quick.
Good to see you too.
Well, glad to hear it. We are here to speak with
He
one
looks
of
like he
your...
doesn't know who you are.
Yeah. I'm Spencer.
Hello.
These are my associates. We're visiting from Sandpoint. We would actually like to speak to one of your current patients, a man by the name of Grist Sevilla.
One little thing I totally forgot to mention, that not only did the sheriff tell you about him being here and that he brought him here, he actually gave you a little note saying for you guys to help speak with him.
Oh, okay, perfect.
That helps.
And I will present the note.
We fucking flash our badge and said, "You're letting us in."
What badge?
Stop. We're sup.
We're
So anyway, we're here on business on behalf of the sheriff, specifically. He gave us this note.
Kind of takes it cautiously. Give me a sense motive check.
Well, that's rolling 2 does not help.
Oh, we're rolling a 16
That's a
over here.
14.
32.
Nice.
Fuck.
So you guys
The
can.
first
It looks like he's kind of more just reading it. Brandon looks at it and it's like he can tell he doesn't like it.
I mean, I guess I could do 20 adding my inspiration for free.
We still have to roll a d6, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you roll. A,
D6, not 6.
Cool.
Hey, wow.
Easy peasy.
You roll me a diplomacy though.
Ooh, okay.
We're trying to convince him, as Brandon can easily tell, and actually you got 20, you can tell also that he doesn't like it.
I understand
He
you.
doesn't have to like
So let's see. here. So spiel-wise, I'd be like, I can definitely understand your reticence to have have us interview your patient. It sounded as if he was in a less than ideal mental state when he arrived here, but I can assure you we seek only to find answers that might potentially help solving his problems and the problems of his unfortunate compatriots.
Very well put.
Ooh, there we go. That's going to be 26. 28.
Cam looks at the notes and looks up at you all. Alright, but supervised and only a few minutes.
Understood.
Do not want to disturb patients more than he already is.
Throw my foot up my butt.
Well,
Well, he's not here, so
luckily, yes. Well,
Yeah.
everyone, over here, follow me.
of course.
And he leads you into a much bigger room with a couple of tables. There's a couple of doors here.
Does he ask us to leave our weapons behind? Because I imagine that would be an important thing in a potential insane asylum.
Yes.
So,
Wow, so you're the guy that tells the teacher, "Didn't we have homework to turn in?"
Thanks,
Turn it
Spencer.
I'm just.
He simply asks you to leave him on the desk here.
perfect.
And he walks into the next room with you guys.
Can I roll a sleight of hand to keep my star knife?
Roll a sleight of hand.
Do you mind if I keep my shield for personal protection?
Yeah, that's not a weapon, so that makes sense.
13.
I will go ahead and put my
He
sword
stares
and
at you
my
as you
daggers
do-
off to the side.
We told you to take
Put it
his
on the
staff.
But what about the knife in your boots? But what about the knife in your other boots?
Pull out just a array of weapons.
Like a minute later, he's like, "Oh wait."
I
Oh,
cast
scrub up.
shield.
Wait.
What?
And what about the rod up your ass? Did you turn that one into?
Now listen, mister.
See, what was that about? Telling
Who
the
put all
teacher?
the sticks up there?
It's like, sir.
Sir.
Well, wasn't that one of my favorite jokes in like Mass Effect? This is like, it's like, what does the Turian do when he runs out of ammo? Beats him to death with the stick up his ass.
Oh gosh. So, you guys walk into this room. He is there with you, and there are two tieflings who look very similar.
Are you saying all tiefling look alike?
Wow,
No,
you
I'm saying
No,
racist.
he's-
tieflings specifically who are half brothers.
Yeah, if he was
look
racist,
very
he would have
similar.
just assumed they look similar and wouldn't have noted that as a special, trait that these two possess.
Twin teeth.
So
no,
it can
sounds
be
pretty
deducted that
dicey.
it seems.
Okay.
And he asked the tieflings to go grab the latest patient, and they go up into this door here, and go up to grab the patient. At least Habe kind of just stands there awkwardly as he waits, kind of watching you guys nervously.
This is a well-built institution.
Well, thank you. I had it built one a few years ago. It's
The table's
still
pretty
rather
good.
new. It's not the point.
People here are nuts, man.
Literally.
Who are the tieflings?
The tables, man.
They are my hired help. It's or muscle, if you will, to help with any
Muscle. It's an
unfortunate
interesting
circumstances.
So he didn't call them orderlies as per their job description. It's just his hired muscle.
Is orderlies a job description? Because
That
that
is
is
a
the
job.
term they use.
Yeah.
Job
Yeah.
I did. Okay, they are the
Oh.
orderlies, as Brock didn't realize that was considered a job
Because
description.
they're keeping
yes.
the order.
Yes. Okay. you
It's
know
like
that-
a med tech who can also physically restrain someone who's insane.
Oh.
Like if a med tech had like a form it evolved into, just like its bigger, beefier self, it'd be an orderly.
Okay.
I have an
Because they're
MMA.
still allowed to distribute medicine and stuff like that,
Mhm.
like a med tech.
I have an MMA in medicine. What?
Go to sleep. Motrin.
See, he feels nothing.
So he says they are my orderly that I have that work
Orderlies.
here.
They are
Orderlies.
orderlies.
Orderlies that I have that work here. As he kind of stutters a little bit as he speaks, because he is just kind of
It's
stuttering.
clearly something to hide.
Yeah, like the face growing out of the back of his head.
Oh, is that
I
why
swear
they
that's
cut
the
that?
picture on the book. I swear.
That's why they cut
it's
that piece off the
uncanny.
back of your hair. They were trying to find your face.
Oh wait, this isn't the guy. Hold on, I guess we gotta go. There's all some huge
They're
misunderstanding.
trying to find this guy.
Oh dear.
Which was written first? This adventure path or
Harry
the
Potter.
first Harry
Harry
Potter?
Potter.
No, I mean like the
Harry
movie
Potter.
because that was the actor that did.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Pathfinder's been around 10, 11 years ish.
11.
When did Sorcerer's Stone come out?
Before we were out of high school. This didn't come out until after we were out of high
this
school.
is
Yeah,
11.
like the 7th and 8th movies were coming
Oh.
out around the time that we got out of high school.
Okay.
2001 to answer your question.
2001?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh God,
Oh,
it was 8.
oh Jesus.
We were
Okay,
10.
I'm feeling my age.
These old bones. Oh, my wrist from rolling this heavy die. Oh,
my
a
God.
1. A yoink, if you will.
A yoink.
If I was,
Yoink.
if I was
Anyway.
much more
So,
hale and hearty.
a minute or so later, you do hear them coming back down the stairs.
Actually, I wanted to ask
Oh, okay.
Mr. Habe, I'm like, so how long have you been helping out those in need?
I built this building about 4 years ago. And I was practicing for years before that in this field. I just needed a more quiet place to help let the patients heal. A place like Magnamar was not as good for the healing,
I have a new plan.
if you will.
Makes sense.
I'm glad you
Gonna
stopped
make his
practicing
business fail,
and
gonna
started
make his
doing.
business fail.
Thank you.
Hand on head.
Magic item creation.
So, do you get a lot of patients coming from Magnamar to here? Because I imagine Sandpoint itself would not be big enough to support this kind of facility.
There are only a handful or so of patients that are here. We don't get. Well, patients stay a while, so not getting a whole lot of patients isn't a problem.
For now.
Okay.
Gotta put them out of business by fixing everybody.
And
okay.
where do the funds come from to support this facility?
Charges per day.
Jesus.
Look at Austin over here.
Irreparable damage done. Irreparable damage done to the coastal economy.
Oh yeah. But the populace has never been healthier.
It's great.
Funds can be a little tight sometimes, but I do have an investor who has helped with some of that.
An investor. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Definitely need help when you're trying to build a building and
From-
start up a business from scratch.
From Magnamar or from Sandpoint?
He was from Magnamar, yes.
Interesting.
At least I met him in Magnamar. I do not think he worked in Magnamar. But he was a retired businessman who wanted to help give back to the community, so he agreed to help invest in this.
Interesting.
Yes, unfortunately, these type of patients typically do not have the most funds, so that sometimes can be a little tight, as he kind of very clearly, nervously doesn't really want to talk about that.
Well, I admire the work that you're doing. I think that it's nice that there exist places like this to help those in need.
Well, thank you. It is needed.
Side note, I'm getting a really good impression of Magnamari insurance. And just like healthcare.
And what is this image you are getting of it?
Well, thinking about just the fact that it's like you're still able to keep your doors open without necessarily the patients having money. I think it's a good thing.
Respect.
I imagine it would cost very little to keep this place open on a yearly basis.
True. Does it look like a... Well, I mean, the benches are crooked, so... The tables. I was going to say, does it look like a nice place? So...
The building itself is nice. The furniture
Oh.
looks a little beat up.
Okay, okay.
It probably
But
does.
also,
Yeah.
you're feeding them like
Yeah.
really meh meals.
Eh.
Because not even they realize what they're eating.
Yeah. Like, I imagine, like, the kind of building that looks like when it was built, it was like people were really excited about it. And then, like,
it was
nobody
like a
just
very,
cared
very
about
big
it.
communal project, kind of give back. And
Yeah. And then
It's
over
kind
the
of big
years, nobody cared about it and it didn't get funding. So, like, inside, like, the walls are kind of cracked and, you know.
I'm
Well,
imagining, like, the paint's
that doesn't
peeling.
have this yet, at least.
Oh, okay.
It's only a couple years old.
Also,
Maybe in this
right,
room a little bit.
magic's still a thing. So, like, even just one man, like, even if he just happened to have mending, like, over the years, he could just take time out of his day to be like, and the little things patch before they get to big problems.
That's true.
It's regular upkeep, man.
Yeah, Pathfinder doesn't consider those kind of things a lot of times in the pre-built world. But yes, that is true.
Mhm. I personally expect cantrips to be taken into consideration just because how easy it would be to acquire a cantrip. But other than that, I don't expect anyone to ever consider spells anything.
It's always weird when they do.
Yeah, you're like, oh wow, you're one of those people.
Nerd.
So, after a minute or so, you do hear them coming back down, and the two tieflings do bring this man in a
What?
straitjacket and all.
Holy
So, anyone who can give a heal check,
Oh, yes.
Human.
Technically, I can.
Technically,
anyone can roll, yeah.
Yeah, 18.
10.
19.
18.
5.
that
So,
one.
for the man who's not here, I like it. So
You
the
said
three of
anybody can
us
roll.
can tell that, alone from like the straitjacket, you know, and he kind of is definitely looks like he mentally is just like the way he's walking and kind of having to be held up is crazy in some way. But we also can realize that he is quite sick and close to death.
Y'all better cash it.
How high did you two get?
18?
19.
DC 20.
Most likely.
What do I add to heal? Because I think.
Don't worry, Brock. To create a magic item that casts heal once a day is still unreasonable money. We'll just come back here when we're 11th level and do it for free.
There's that. As you have a cleric in the party, yeah.
Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
So getting the DC, so DC 14 to realize that, the DC 24 to realize that he's in the advanced stages of ghoul fever.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't need a heal check for that.
I mean,
So wait, did we get that check though?
yeah, I have heal.
Oh, as a cleric. Duh.
Yeah. So that seems like a smart one to have.
So then you speak up and you say that.
It's like, that makes sense with everything else. He's got ghoul fever. Real bad.
How much longer do you think he has?
Does that turn him into a ghoul?
Yes.
If he dies
Yes.
from it, yes.
So ghoul fever is
Die
Once
specifically
a day.
from it.
contractable.
Because we can fix it.
Yes.
So ghoul fever is
It will stop his
contractable
transformation.
from a bite of a ghoul, and it has an onset and is a disease. So once a day, you get a save to try to not get Dex and Con damage. And then if your Con reaches 0, you can actually die, and then you raise as a ghoul midnight the next night.
Is this something that a cure disease spell could fix? / are you able to prepare this at this level?
It is a 3rd level spell, so yes, because we are 5th level.
You don't have it today though.
No, that'd be weird. If I
And you didn't give
metagame that
yourself
hard as the DM.
a spell slot.
That's
open.
what I was hoping for.
As
Is
a
open
cleric,
spell slots.
That's okay.
All right. At this point, I think. How's Habe reacting when we're saying all of this?
Habe kind of looks at you and kind of look at the patient, look at you guys suspiciously, like,
Oh yeah, we're.
give me
dealing with
sense more.
ghouls.
24.
25.
4.
Nice twos.
I mean, it's still a something.
So, what'd you get?
19.
25.
19. All right. So, you three.
Thank you, inspiration.
It's a good ability.
Inspiration is so nice.
Can tell that it looks like he knew that and is also surprised you, or at least I guess were able to pick up on it so quickly. But as he kind of is walked over, he doesn't really make eye contact with you guys directly, at least not right away. He does. You can hear him kind of mumbling, and he's saying stuff about razors, too many teeth. You hear him mumble the phrase, "The skin saw man is coming." That's also just smiles.
And these are things that Grist is saying to us.
These things, Gris is kind of just mumbling as he's kind of being
Oh.
led over towards you guys. You just hear him mumbling these things.
Like a bad muttering.
Yeah. And he's
Father's
almost like he's stuck on repeat. He kind of notices
Devil
you
Papa's
guys and kind of
coming.
slowly looks up. He kind of looks around at the room.
All right. So at this point, we think that Eric knew that he had ghoul fever, and it was through these steps of transformation. So I'm going to.
Pull the scarf off.
That's scarf man, dang it.
It's so bad. I need it to be real. Pull
So-
it off. There's just a thing.
Yeah, I'll go to him and I'll be like, so based off your reaction, it seems like you knew this was ghoul fever, and yet you didn't tell us this initially.
I
Wait,
didn't.
are you treating him for ghoul fever? Or you treat him for it being a head case? Because if he's got ghoul fever and you're not treating him for ghoul fever, that's problematic.
Needs to see someone else.
So he will say in response to that, well, primarily yes, it's for the his mental condition, but yes, we were trying to help mitigate and help with the ghoul fever. And as he says that, you hear Gris basically said, he said, and you look over to him and he's looking at Mitch. He said you would visit me, his lordship. The one that unmade me said so. He has a place for you, a precious place.
I don't want it.
I'm so jealous. He has a message for you.
Yeah, I got one. Is there another
He
one?
made me remember it. I hope I haven't forgotten. The master wouldn't approve if I forgot.
Is he wearing shoes?
Let me.
He just wrapped.
He's in a
his head
straight
so-
jacket, so he's not barefoot.
Okay.
He's in like a full straight outfit.
Let me see. Let me see. He said you should come to the misgivings soon to meet the pack, for they have something wonderful to show you. Do you see dead people?
Well,
So
Come
when
to
he
the
says
mist giving
misgiving,
like MIST or MISS.
Or
Because
MYST.
I'm
Like the video.
Yeah,
Misty,
okay.
sorry, misgivings.
'Cause I was like that's clever if it's misgiving.
Anyone can, knowledge local.
Ooh, Lokes McGokes.
Those are appropriate for the fact that you're not here is the funny part.
21.
26.
Yes, yes,
26.
yes. You all
10. I got a 10.
Anyone can roll.
thank you
it.
for your contribution, guys. Anyone who made a DC 15 knowledge local recognizes the misgivings as a local name for the rundown and abandoned estates further south. The place called Foxglove Manor.
It's abandoned.
So,
Didn't we meet Foxglove?
Mm-hmm.
yes, he was the guy who you guys went into the boar hunt with.
Oh, didn't he like live back in Magmar or something like that?
He said he was going back to his townhouse in Magdenar, yeah.
Ooh, so the Foxgloves once had an estate here, and now
So
it is
you-
abandoned. For clarification.
So I guess to mention about it, you guys know that there is apparently pretty well about how there is an abandoned manor known as the Misgivings. That is the Foxglove Manor. It was an estate that was built maybe 80-odd-ish years ago.
We learned this on the boar hunt, clearly.
Huh?
We clearly learned this on the boar hunt.
Yeah.
It may have come up, yeah.
Brandon was probing for history of the region.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It was a place that was originally built by his grandfather. I don't remember exactly. A few generations ago, and ended up experiencing some hardships, real bad, and is considered to be haunted and was abandoned. And he is reclaimed and has been trying to restore it in the last couple of years.
So not only are they bothering you and harassing you with creepy messages, they're also trespassing on our friend's property.
And
What a bunch of
inviting me to
ruffians.
some weird ritual
Yeah.
that they took my hair for. This has got to be connected. I
Oh,
don't
oh
like
God.
this.
I'm
So-
just
What are you
picturing.
talking about? I didn't mention it.
So, what Grace said is that come to the misgiving for the ritual.
I don't know if I actually said
He didn't
ritual.
say ritual.
He didn't say
I
ritual.
said ritual.
Oh.
It sounds
So
like a
the
ritual.
message-
He said I have a place and I need to go to the misgiving.
They have a surprise for you?
He has a place for you, a precious place. I'm so jealous. He has a message for you. I may even remember. I hope I haven't forgotten. Blah blah blah. He said you should come to the misgiving soon to meet the,
The
pack,
pack.
for they have something wonderful, to show you.
Wonderful.
Mm.
It's dead people.
This sounds.
Just remember
Wonderful.
what the Norgerbites did in my campaign.
Yes. So,
Remember the Nogres you guys met in my campaign?
We've also met Norgerbites that were cool
yeah, we did
halfway through Skull and Shackles.
during the
Yeah,
spy
yeah.
ring thing.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Who was the Secret Keeper followers.
So- He finishes saying that speech. He actually gets kind of built up at the end of it, and he kind of starts like moving, like almost twitching. Like the tieflings are kind of like they still kind of got their arms on him to kind of like support him because you can tell he physically is like weak because Dex and con drain, and he basically just ends up ripping open the straight jacket, and it's just
Changes
basically is, like leaving eye contact with you the whole time, and he let's just say he's coming for you, so roll initiative.
This
Oh,
man's about to
shit.
get a shield to the face.
What are you talking about? Why would that happen? That doesn't make sense.
So if we had waited till I got here, would it have been the same? Or does it take into account his gold fever?
Doesn't take that kind of thing into account.
Because that would have been because if he had died and come back, that's one lick and a failed save on an orderly. with his tongue that has, I think, reach.
It's really
I think they have
scary.
reach on their tongue. Fools.
No, they don't have reach.
It's not on their tongue.
No.
No, they have a bite attack. They don't have it.
They get the paralytic tongue on their bite attack.
It's just paralysis and disease
But still,
on it, yeah.
Okay. That's still one failed save away from it.
Turn into a ghoul.
Does he only have 2 orderlies?
Cunning
Yes.
linguist.
Oh god.
Cunning linguist.
You need to come here to 2 or 3 ghouls.
Pros and cons.
Whoa. I don't know. I feel kind of targeted lately, guys. Maybe I should just join this guy as an orderly. And just ignore it all and hope it goes away.
Or you just give in, Mitch, and accept the simulation and you're placing it.
Don't give in,
Accept
man.
the simulation. Simulation successful.
Assimilate, Mitch.
No.
Oh, he still has
Assuming
+1
direct
initiative.
control.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Alright, Max Sturgis, what do you get for initiative?
9.
Oh, sorry, Max Sturgis.
Yes, 9.
Spencer.
It's gonna be a 16 for me. Good buddy.
Brandino.
8.
Eat. Nietzsche.
17.
Good. Smack him.
Smack him.
Fist
Well,
cuffs.
believe it or not, Mitch, you are first.
Great. This guy's getting a shield to the face.
Okay.
A lethal shield to the face?
Yeah. I gotta put this guy out of his misery. Look at him.
Oh, that's the wrong
I
way.
mean, he's suffering from a disease. You can just face
If he
it.
dies from, he comes back as a ghoul.
Yeah, if he has his head
So
crushed,
I'm
his
guessing
body
you're
still.
not doing non-lethal,
Nope.
because that was a question.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. I'm not there to tell you.
Nope. You're not.
Still a person. Not his fault.
Oh,
It's self-defense, Austin. Life is gritty.
It's dual damage is better.
So, roll.
In the grim dark of the 41st millennia,
Well,
I think
there is only
yeah.
bashing the mental health patients with their
the guy with no
shields.
armor,
Yeah.
negative dex.
Not power attacking, guys. You'd be ridiculous. So that is a grand total of
You're not power attacking? No balls.
56. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
He dead.
He is still standing.
Bone breaker.
Oh.
Spencer.
Oh god.
This guy, so you can tell pretty quickly, Ghoul Fever drops your dex and your con, but he still has his strength as he literally just tore open a straitjacket. So yeah, what do you do as Mitch just walks up and just bashes him with his shield? Aaron would probably squeal. But yeah. He'll squeal as a free action. Shield makes contact with his patient's face. Squeals like
Just
a
like
little
that.
girl. And you hear a second squeal like behind him.
as he goes,
Covers the back of his head and his mouth.
Oh my god.
covers his mouth.
Alright, so what do you do?
I'm probably gonna go ahead and stand back and let the professional deal with it.
Okay.
Like, it's like, whoa, okay. I don't feel comfortable trying to punch that thing.
That's fair.
At least I didn't call him a thing.
Oh, so he's still a person.
That I'm protecting myself from, yes.
This is why I don't go to insane asylums, because this shit could happen for real, just minus the ghoul fever. And that shit terrifies me.
I'm guessing 15 doesn't hit.
No.
It said it's old people
15
terms,
does
which
not
I don't
hit,
know
in
which is
fact.
worse.
Hoping to do at least one hit, but he didn't roll very well.
Or just
Matt
insane
Sturgis,
people terms.
do you do? Are you going to do anything?
And potentially
Yeah, I'm gonna
covered
run
up
up
just poop.
and punch him in the face.
So are you aiming to knock out or aiming to kill?
Knockout.
He's
I
So-
don't think I'm
punched in the
aiming to kill.
face, so I don't think he has an
So
option.
one funny thing about Pathfinder is if
Yeah,
you
how
do
does
not
it work?
have improved unarmed strike,
Mhm.
you provoke punching someone.
Really?
You're not trained in the art of actual punching, so someone who's trained in combat can exploit that to get an attack opportunity and punch you in the
However,
Interesting.
if you don't have a weapon, you don't threaten. So if two people who don't have it punch each other, they don't threaten and provoke.
because
from
no
each other.
one person
Oh.
has the upper hand skill-wise.
So that would be this guy.
But he has improved unarmed strike.
Ah, great. Okay.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Take 9 damage.
Great. Excellent. I love that.
I know.
Okay. So I get clocked by this dude. I'm like, all right, bring it, bitch. There we go.
Get him.
What do I add? Just my strength?
Your
Bab and strength.
Your strength.
Bab and strength. Okay, so that's going to be 21.
You totally hit.
And what's the damage?
D3 plus strength.
D3 plus strength?
So roll d6 and half it.
Okay.
You don't have a D3?
What does
Still
that
wanna buy
even
one.
look like?
Oh, funny you just
So
said that.
one-
3 points of damage.
And it's non-lethal damage.
It is non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal.
Nice hook.
I don't want to kill him.
Brandon, well, you only deal non-lethal if you don't have the feet
Oh,
with
okay.
punches.
Gotcha.
Is Brandon going to punch him also?
Yeah, if I can get over there. There's a table in the way, so I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3.
I want
Is
one.
it typical terrain to go over the table, or
I'll say it'd be
want
5 for
one.
extra movement to hop onto the table.
That
4,
first
5?
one is so cool.
Oh,
He
What?
never mind.
he doesn't have combat reflexes?
Hey,
Hopefully.
he won't have the dex to support it anyways.
So that's an 11 on the die.
you
So
hit. Hit
okay.
single digit AC.
oh, good God.
so that's gonna be 4 more points of damage. DiMaggio,
Okay.
It's up to you.
Mr. DiMaggio.
So D4s would
like
hurt to
that.
step on, but
Oh!
someone turned
It's
the
a literal
D4 into a
cow
cow trap.
Oh gosh.
I've seen that.
Not a fan.
What, shouldn't it be 1, 2, 3 on there?
On what?
On the D3?
I'll
It says
just-
2, 3, 4.
That's a
Stand
D4.
over here.
The D3 was the
The
round
spherical.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
What
the
you were
weird
showing me.
looking. Because that's where we can get a three-sided object.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a D3, and that's a weird D4, and that's a D5, and that's a D6, and that's a D7.
He's hurt.
Oh my god.
D8, D9, D10, percentile, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I want very badly.
Alright, I'm gonna make a D17 system. No.
Do it.
This sounds so bad. It's your turn. He is still standing.
Okay. We're gonna go some
We have started
2
base
weapon
17
fighting
now.
action, and I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Bro. D5.
That is a 14.
That hits.
Hilarious.
So this is 4 damage. And then we'll bop him with the shield if he's still up.
He's still up.
Socking boppers, socking boppers.
That hits.
Yes.
More fun than a
His
pillow
AC's a
fight.
7.
And that's 7 points of damage.
Now he'll go unconscious.
Awesome.
Bleh. As Aaron's kind of like partly freaking out, partly just like, oh my god,
So then, at this point, we're like, Brock, get over here and stabilize him.
walk over. Because he took non-lethal damage, he is stabilized. He's not at negative hit points.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
he'll be fine, besides the ghoul fever part.
Which hopefully he makes his save today.
And Aaron basically, as soon as he's knocked out, and I can walk over and mention, it's like, no, he's still alive. He is just knocked out. Aaron basically starts apologizing profusely. I had no idea this was gonna happen. I am so sorry. It's just anything I can do, but I had no idea he was gonna freak out and attack like that. That was very much out of character from everything else that he has done since he's been here.
All he had to do was walk into town and ask politely if there was a dart in
22
town.
cents motive to see if he
Please.
was-
And we were like, yeah,
He seems
Bob.
pretty genuine. He looked
And then we
pretty
could've cured this
surprised
guy,
and
I think.
concerned that he tore Alva's straitjacket and started attacking.
So,
So you're gonna need a stronger straitjacket.
Or,
Oh, I don't have that straitjacket.
I mean, send a message to Magnamar and find some kind of specialist to deal with somebody who knows about ghoul fever.
no, Brock can do that tomorrow.
Brock can do that tomorrow.
So we
Yes.
just need to stay here overnight.
Clerics
So we just need to stay here overnight.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
So you literally said at midnight's the turn.
So
Well,
he has
he
to
has to
die,
die first.
of the ghoul fever.
And then midnight the day after he dies.
Oh, so,
So
we
if
don't.
he dies at 11:59, he does not revive 1 minute later. He revives at midnight on the next day.
Oh, so we don't have to. So he's not going to turn at midnight. It's just if we come here tomorrow
And
and
he's
he's
No.
dead, we
Cut
have
his
to
head off.
cut his head off.
That's a thing.
All right, so we tell
And
Eric
burn
we'll
the
be
body.
back tomorrow.
Just for good measure.
For proper burial.
Okay.
Depends on
I
the-
can look at him with that nat 20 plus 12 heal, rolled on the table, to say he probably has at least a few more days before he would die of ghoul fever. He's got at least a
Okay,
day
so
or
you
two.
can fix him tomorrow.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
fix him tomorrow.
And then I wonder if he's gonna forget all about that wacky stuff about me once he's cured.
Well, that would be the insane part. Insane.
He'll no longer be insane. He'll have all the knowledge of things that was told to him.
Well, is he insane because he's under gold fever, or is he insane because of the
think he's-
atrocities
Ghoul
that he
fever
saw?
does-
He is
affect him
also
mentally. He has an
insane,
insanity.
and he
Ah.
is a ghoul.
That one.
And he's become a ghoul. Yeah.
He'll still be insane.
Ah,
Good,
okay.
so we still
Okay.
talking to him tomorrow. He just won't be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
Interesting.
won't be sick from ghoul fever. He'll still
As
be
much
sick
as-
in the head.
As much as we can talk to an insane person.
You can talk a lot to an insane person.
Oh, and it's just
Now, if you
it's
want
just
to have a
talking back.
conversation, you might be at luck.
You like talking to crazy people, don't you, Austin?
All right, so
So almost everyone notices as we're kind of talking. So we heard these stairs go up. We hear some noise coming from this door.
are the orderlies still in the room with us?
The orderlies would basically be like here, like kind of like picking him up at this point, and like
Hey.
he'd ask them to take him
Eric?
back.
Do you have any patience in that door? Because it's moving. There's sounds coming from it.
God.
Permission to go and get our weapons back.
So, give me a sense motive when you basically say that about that door.
6.
28.
I won't beat a 28.
I got a 28.
But I got a
31.
23.
Say Spencer adds enough, that's for sure. You guys realize he went from like concerned. So like you guys first saw him, he was kind of like timid, suspicious cautious at first, to very concerned and worried, like actually freaking out like after this. And all of a sudden you kind of mention that door, and he kind of looks at the door and looks at you guys. He all of a sudden is just like,
We're not asking for permission. Go grab our weapons.
I go grab my weapon.
And, he's like, and he's like kind of like actually like worried, like concerned, like there's no patience down there. No.
Which one's yours, Spencer?
A short bow.
A short bow? Here you
Mine's,
go.
mine's a sword.
Sword?
So basically, because
I'll
this
grab my
door
buddies
will
back, yeah.
open
There
in
you go.
just a
Thanks.
moment, you run over here, and you can basically just kind of gently grab everything, because I imagine we weren't heathens and just throwing them on. So you kind of just,
Imagine
I
also about
specifically
grabbing
took my
every
sword
single
out of
weapon.
its scabbard, so you're gonna want to be careful.
wow.
This is yours.
Here, let me grab this sword and.
I
He's
grabbed
only
it
picking
by
up
the
4
blade.
things, and
Yeah.
one of them's a bow.
I took my sword and I jabbed it into the table, so only one who is worthy
Okay,
may
stop.
take it out.
Now, if you had said you had an axe, that would have been not only just a straight power move, but like, oh, you want my weapon? But also just like, cool.
Honestly, if that was the case, I would have just been like putting into like the nearest like support beam. Just
There you
Oh.
go.
When you thought you were selecting a token and you accidentally reveal an area you didn't want to reveal.
Oh no.
Down. I didn't see it. Don't worry, Brock.
I know
come
everything.
on, get down with the sickness.
I know everything now.
Right, one more rifle.
Good luck, Bobby.
The door will open,
Oh.
and you guys will basically see a zombie on the other side.
I got a zombie army.
Roll initiative again.
Oh my god.
As Matt is over there and grabs all the weapons.
Oh, I have them in my
Because
hands at
it
this
just
point.
wasn't happening. You guys heard basically someone walking up to the door.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So it's like you can be over there and grab all the weapons.
Good, and he goes first.
So let's ask Matt,
Yeah.
what'd you get on initiative?
23.
That's very convenient. You are not in initiative anymore. You are basically gone. As the orderlies are taking him upstairs, very conveniently out of the fight. Mitch.
I got 3.
Nice. Spencer.
11.
Nope. You're not in initiative. Brandon.
17.
And me. Ooh, 21.
Yes, I don't feel nearly as personally threatened this time, so I don't need to go first.
That's true.
Fair. No, I need a roll for these guys. Don't roll off the table.
This seems like a more generalized hostility. I can handle it. It's the personalized stuff because it's just so personal.
You know, it's funny how that works.
I take it real hard, guys.
So when you said there
Like,
nobody through
first
that
pair.
door,
He said there's no patience.
Now getting invited out.
Yeah,
to
so the
man.
patients are down there. He said no, there are no patients, and he said patience very specifically.
Oh God,
Subjects.
this
He's
guy's
got-
shifty as fuck.
we're gonna kill him.
He's
Yeah.
got projects in the basement.
That one.
So Matt, you have everyone's weapons in hand.
Okay, so either I mean I'll leave this up to you, but I want to get everybody's weapons back to them, as many as I can in this round. Whether that's standing where I am and using my action to my full round to throw and then catch, or moving up to people and handing them
You'd
out.
be better off moving up to them.
Okay,
So
then,
you could.
You could also potentially just throw all the weapons into the room.
yeah, that's kind of like a full round action kind of
and then
thing.
each
Like
person
catch,
could go
catch,
and
catch.
pick up their weapon on their turn.
So what I really
To.
want is I want you to throw it a certain way so I can catch it in midair and then unscabbard it straight at the zombie and launch the scabbard at him.
Well,
Yeah.
that's great because it was non-lethal and they're immune to it. So like, duh. But it'd be a great intimidating factor to him, to poor Aaron, as that would look very badass.
So
You have Eric written down. Is it Aaron or Eric?
It's Eric. It's Eric right there. See?
That's what I said. He has
it
Eric.
says Aaron on the thing.
Oh, I do have his Eric. It's
Mm.
Aaron. My bad.
Okay. I've been thinking it's Eric this entire time, and you've been a goofball.
I've been thinking it's Eric too.
Boy, Aaron.
So I think I'll just
There you go.
What do you think? What would be most logical to you?
So you can go over and I will say hand someone their weapons,
One person.
but unfortunately you cannot get to everyone to hand everyone their weapons.
That makes sense. Okay, so I'll move into the room. Let's say let's.
So you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4.
Brandon,
Spencer, here you go.
what
5,
class are you?
6.
I'm a bard.
Bard.
I'm a ranger.
Okay, but you have a sword.
Yeah, mine's a sword.
So I'm gonna get you your sword. So in case they come and run up and attack you, I'll go give Brandon his sword, and then I'll be right there. I want to go right behind Brandon there, and then that way Mitch can just reach over and grab his
Can
bow.
he free
So he
action
can-
drop his bow to Spencer as he's moving?
Yeah, he could drop
Oh.
the bow at Spencer and he can walk over and basically like, here you go, and they can just grab the item from you.
Sounds good. Yeah. Right on.
Cool
That's my
beans. Cool
turn.
beans. Cool beans.
My turn, Zoni.
I'm going to not be in the front.
I will be in the front.
Just gonna go stand by Professor Quirrell.
Yeah.
That sounds like the best place to be. Have Lord Voldemort start attacking you.
Because clerics do have channel, which, depending on how many undead there are, could be very relevant. So, beyond that, actually, Matt is down a few hit points.
I am. I'm down
He
to
can
30.
poke you with a cure light wounds.
Hey, thank you, sir.
So let's give you 9 hit points,
That's
Oh,
exactly
that's-
what he lost.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
and that'll be my turn.
Nice. Tough action.
Much appreciated.
I do what I can. So next would be Brandino.
All right, so I'll grab my sword from Matt, and I will go ahead and I will move
Take this. You'll need it.
to block the zombie
It's dangerous to go alone.
into the hallway there,
Okay.
while using my Inspire Courage, which is now a +2 bonus to attack and damage this level.
Ho ho ho. You getting all fancy on us.
So +2 attack and damage.
+2 to attack and damage, yeah.
Sweet.
So Ben, I will say
What will you say?
that since you are there and the door opens outward, because that would be kind of inconvenient. It opens in a way where you can see into the hallway, and you see that there's at least a couple zombies there.
Okay. The other thing I want to do is make a religion check just to see if these are regular zombies or if they're fast zombies, or is there anything above and beyond regular zombie-dom?
Heaven forbid, juju.
Oh gosh.
So, 24 for not juju zombie.
It is a regular boring old zombie. So zombies
Zombie.
are staggered, which means they basically can do one thing a turn. Because they're just, it's that cliche kind of like slow. Oh.
Which turns out very poorly mechanically, in fact.
No, God.
Yes,
no.
it does.
Yeah, that's
them.
why they had the partial
Yeah,
charge in
waiting
3rd
my
edition.
turn.
Clearly said zombies could actually do something.
Next turn.
Because otherwise, you move 10 feet.
I get one thing. This
I
turn
move 10
is to
feet.
grab.
And then,
And then
yeah,
they don't do anything.
I will say,
And they do have DR versus slashing. So they'll take reduced damage if it's not a slashing weapon.
if it's not slashing. And then I will say, we have 3 zombies lined up in this hallway. And that's my turn.
Thanks, brother.
Alright.
You're welcome.
Spencerino.
This party's dead.
Why is it dead?
So your bow is dropped by Matt on the way to you.
So yeah, I'll pick up my bow.
Can you pick it up?
Would you say I can see the zombie in front of Brandino?
Yeah. Door's open. He's there in the doorway.
And what kind of an action would you say would be picking up? Would that be like a swift or
I'll give it a move. Just
move? Whoop. Cool.
it's like drawing an
Crouch grab.
item.
Sweet. In that case, I'll go ahead and study that zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Swifty study.
Swift study.
Swift study boy.
Yeah, it's important.
It's time to get
It's
swifty.
very good.
No,
It's
I'm keeping my
Swifty.
pants on and not shitting on the floor. I mean, I know we're in a sanatorium, but no.
Yeah, you
Not
should
yet.
the spirit of
Appreciate
things.
that.
Take a shit on the floor.
All right.
Your pants in your panties.
Get swifty.
It's Swifty.
Somebody get swifty in here.
Oh, yeah.
So you're gonna nuke him with an arrow?
Sort of.
I'm gonna shoot him, that's for sure.
We are going to shoot him. Just double checking exactly what that does.
There's a +2, but you don't
Yeah.
get the precision damage. No, you do. Never mind.
Alright.
Yeah, it's only
Just two.
Uzis and Canstrix. For the
Yeah.
most part, elementals.
Well, that's going to be a 15 to hit.
Plus my 2 for
15 will hit.
17, so yeah.
yeah.
Is that everyone? Inspiration?
I'm inspiring y'all.
Plus 2
And it's
attack damage.
3 damage.
Wonderful.
Plus is inspire attacking damage?
Yeah, inspires attack and damage.
So 5 damage.
Unfortunately, that doesn't actually hurt the zombie.
Fair.
What does study give you?
So what it does is it gives me...
attack damage.
Yeah, so it's without using the attack. That's what I wanted to try and check up, double check.
Zombie. Well, go
So
figure. Zombie's gonna
Studied
very
is adding half your investigator level as an insight
non-alive,
bonus
like-
to damage, attack and damage.
slam.
Okay.
It's gonna
And then
yeet at you.
When you
I very alive like
Studied
block with my
strikes at
shield.
D6. But then
You
it's
block
second
it
combat.
quite successfully.
But it just doesn't really matter.
And
to
then
me
it,
because-
So it stays there because it's a weird, dumb, slow zombie that doesn't know any better.
Fair enough.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's almost like that unfortunate thing of fighting in a hallway. Mitch, your turn.
I wanted to investigate what was
Well, I
happening.
guess I'll pick up my sword
Sword.
So I picked up my sword.
and I'll move over next to Brandon and tell him to move back a step.
I was going to do that when you got there. And then Max Stoyages can get to that block and we can triple team a Zambi.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Max Sturgis, it's your turn.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to move exactly to that step.
Like that step.
Hell yeah.
Can I ready an action? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
You can ready an attack action for
When
when
he-
the
if
zombie
If a
steps
zombie walks in,
forward.
that's where you go.
That's the one. That's the one.
Okay.
And zombie walked in. I was like,
Is Habe still in the same spot?
Is he paralyzed in fear?
Oh, I meant to move him back a little bit. Not like leaving, but I did mean to move him back after Mitch. Yes.
Oh, bother.
At the
You've
bottom
broken
of
out of the
initiative.
confines once again.
The confines.
I mean, let's just say I have a quick adhesive spittle ready to go.
Zombies in the basement.
Well done.
my gosh.
Nice.
Well done.
He's
Alright.
Professor Quirrell, and you can't convince us otherwise.
No, I can't. And
So-
it's kind of hysterical. and
Oh
awesome.
god.
So 17 on the die, so that should be a
Call
pretty
Professor
good
Hayden
hit.
now, right?
Yeah.
Professor Hayden.
Defense against the dark arts.
And that'll be a 6 damage on the Zambi.
And you have a sword, right?
I have a longsword, yes. And then I will take a 5-foot step back, hopefully goading the zombie.
Yeet.
And then I'll say, Brock, Spencer, don't let Habe leave.
Spencer.
So definitely agree with that sentiment, and I'm gonna go ahead and attack that Zambi again.
Horse, this is just stuttering Professor Quirrell.
Professor Quinn.
That's gonna be 12, 14.
That'll hit
Cool, it hits.
a dirt little zombie.
And I'm gonna go ahead and use the
Yeah.
studied strike,
Ho ho ho.
and it. So that's gonna be 7, 9,
With my +2?
11. There we go.
Alright, now this next zombie's just gonna walk up here and get nuked by Matt with a ready to action.
Part is if you 3 can down a zombie, no one will take damage.
Yeah.
Blood.
Because they're gonna shamble into the room,
Blood.
end their turn, and then the whole
Blood.
squad gets it.
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Do they provoke?
No, but Matt had a prepared
No,
action.
but I'm asking because they might
From
provoke. I don't know if
this
these
group,
zombies
this
are
group.
footstep.
Does
Yeah, that will
Mitch
provoke.
threaten?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, ah!
No, because I usually say you can't attack around corners. So I'll say no, but you do get your ready action. Cool.
10 points of damage.
What weapon do you use?
Bastard sword.
You do full damage.
Every day.
Anyways, go kill a zombie.
Oh,
Every
okay.
day you just pick up your sword like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Was that with my +2?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a +1 bastard sword.
You never knew your
So we're
father.
gonna start with the shit.
You bastard.
Sword. No.
Yes. yeah.
So you're giving +2. It's -2 for 2 weapon fighting. And then okay, so it's just a power attack. Whoop. That is a 17 to hit
Aw, yeah.
Yeet.
for a total of 19 points of damage, I think.
Cool. Dead.
This be a good
Shit.
spell for a party.
No, sorry, not 19. 15. Just 15 points of damage.
Well, it's still dead.
It was bludgeoning. That matters.
Still dead.
Okay.
You dealt 2 points of damage.
Oh, minus your AC.
At least. Okay. Anything else for you, sir?
Almost
No.
everything that's
Okay.
next
I
to the
can't hit
damn
anything else, can I?
Yeah, morale bonus
No.
to your ability score.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Matt, are you doing anything?
Oh, back to me? Wow.
That zombie's dead.
I'm gonna hold another action. If somebody moves forward,
Okay.
strike him.
I will go over there because I think you guys got this one.
I just looked at the temperature outside.
I am readying my action
dead.
for the
It's
attack
80
roll.
It's 81 at 9:30 at night.
Jesus.
I'm readying my
It did
action
get
for
up
the
to
attack.
102 tonight,
Alright,
so-
Spencer, what are you doing?
101 tomorrow on Friday.
I essentially am also just gonna kind of like move back, kind of like cover this door, just watching our professor, seeing what he's doing. I'm also trying
Oh,
to
like
keep
next to me.
I'm trying to keep an eye out on as well on where like the tieflings are, like
The tieflings went upstairs, but yeah.
just like
They went back upstairs to put him away.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess you two can get a swing as the zombie walks up.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Oh, that'll hit. 24.
23. 11.
8 points of damage.
And the other
Yeah.
one moves up also.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised the combat's not over already.
Excellent.
And then Brandon sees
Oh, that's why.
someone else
Ooh.
walk up
What a twist.
What a twist.
with a twist.
How do you twist?
Expand the image of a token?
Oh, so I just click on the confines of it, click on the token itself,
Yeah.
and you should see the four corners like a regular image.
Oh, that's weird. I thought.
And I
Yeah.
just drag it.
So it is not a actual. They didn't give me a specific image in the book for this guy, so I just found some cliche, older looking
But,
necromancy.
so
story.
the reason it looks like it just kind of pops up like that is because you can't see me drag it.
Oh,
Ah.
So it's not until I let go of the mouse do you just the player board see anything I do.
that makes.
So suddenly the
sense.
token gets really big, and then when I want to switch back, suddenly it's small again.
Right.
Oh, there's also.
You can also have a second copy on the DM.
How many of them are there?
And then delete.
There are 4 of them.
4 of them?
Oh, he's got one of those.
It's so if you hit,
You have
you hit him or one of his
probability.
images.
Yeah.
25% chance to hit him currently.
Yeah.
And we'll work on knocking that down.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
So does he actually have a convenient spell to use at the moment?
No, he should probably just let us go do our turn now.
He should just
Probably.
cast blur on himself.
Go away.
That's this 20% chance. 20% miss chance, and then he has to roll to see which one he hits. They all get kind of fuzzy.
Actually, they are kind of fuzzy. Yeah. But he actually will look at Brandon,
No.
and he will.
Finger of death. 26th caster level.
Shoot an arrow of acid at you.
What does that require of me?
SR none.
Saving throw
Save
none.
none. It's an attack roll on his point.
Oh.
It's a touch attack. Range 2 attack to get hit with an acid arrow.
Acid arrow. What is your touch AC, sir? What do you add
11.
to touch attack, sir.
My plus 1 ring of deflection.
No,
No.
it's attacks.
Oh.
What does he add? He easily can miss this.
You rolled a 1.
Nope. 20.
Oh,
What?
God.
Roll to confirm. That's an attack roll.
Oh, no.
That's a 16.
Oh, no.
Crits with an acid
My
arrow.
guy.
Does
So that's
it-
what, 2D?
Is this the one that
God.
gets subsequent damage on later rounds?
Yeah.
So are those going to be critted
No.
also?
It's only the initial
Just the
one.
initial
I
hit.
specifically looked up this spell
4,
for.
8, 11, 12. So you say 12 acid damage from a critted acid arrow. And it persists for 1 round per caster level
Oh my
of 2d4.
lord.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Rude, dude.
Hey, he could be the wizard from Kingmaker and also have levels in Rogue. Which was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
They basically they set her up to be possibly an arcane trickster.
You get a second level as a rogue wizard.
Oh.
So the fun parts take her to 3 or so, or 5, and I just usually do the rest in wizard. Just because Acid Arrow suddenly has D6s of sneak attack.
Oh
on
my
it.
God.
Because it's an attack roll.
I was literally just about to ask.
Arcane Trickster is actually a pretty cool prestige class.
Yeah, it would be a
Wow.
cool one to play.
Your turn, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
she's pretty cool.
We're gonna go ahead and bash the zombie.
You can. I mean, I haven't
Okay.
used her in anything real because custom characters.
I mean, yeah, there's that part.
That is a 19 to hit.
Just being
That'll
better.
hit.
But God, does that feel good at
For 12
fifth level?
damage.
With his shield?
You get a
Okay, so
3-2
it's still
split,
up.
and she's just
And here
acid
comes the
arrow
sword.
for 2d4 plus 2d6.
Yikes.
Does a 10
That's cool.
hit.
So convenient for a 5th level character.
With my plus 2?
Yes.
Yeah, he's power attacking.
With my +1 because I love everybody.
Oh!
I forgot about the
Thank
plus
you.
Our friendship and
Yeah,
love.
Sorry, he needs a 12, not an 11.
It's okay. Max Sturgis can finish this off.
He's
More like-
Max Sturgis. Who's this Max Sturgis you're
Yeah,
talking
Max
about?
Sturgis is back at the theater.
I wish Max Sturgis was here. He'd know what to do.
The theater. Yeah, you don't give yourself enough credit.
That's a 12. That's a 14 to hit.
Yeah, it's a Zambi.
That hits. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Finish it.
Finish him. For 10 points of damage.
Yep.
Hey.
I was really hoping that I'd be able to kill that zombie so I could 5-foot step so I could start, provoking on this.
Hell yeah.
But no, I had to roll a 2.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Alright.
You got the little motos. Where's miss that on my like.
It's just convenient.
I will.
Especially because the
hang
light's
out
not in my
for a
room right
moment.
now. You're just like,
Yeah.
Brandon.
All right. So I'm very curious about this necromancer and what the motives of this necromancer is. So what I think would actually be a good
be
idea
a nuisance.
is to take a 5-foot step forward and to make a grapple check.
I'm going to say you still need to roll percentage chance because he is blurry.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll roll the CMB first.
Okay.
So that's an 11 plus my... So that's 16 CMB for the
Okay.
grapple. And then I'm going for over 20%.
Over 50%.
Wow. Dickery.
85.
Okay.
So you pass displacement.
Displacement.
Fuck you. Displacement and mirror image. What a douche nozzle.
Roll a d4.
Sorry, we had homework.
I want 4.
Okay.
Damn it. Can I just have done like a big 5-foot square hug? And just get...
If you were large, I would argue for it.
Should have chucked in Alchemist Fire first.
Yeah. That would have splashed all square.
We need to start carrying around Alchemist Fires. Just
God, that's
for,
such a cheap solution to mirror image. You're broke.
It's a metagame campaign.
How many gold pieces is Alchemist Fire?
Like
50?
25 or 50?
I can just
It's
grab
We
it.
can make them
Buy
for
one.
half, so it's
Atlas,
25.
That's why Atlas has Alchemist Fires.
That's so
You're
fucking
annoying.
good.
Spencer, it'll be your turn as he's taking notes of Alchemist Fires.
That's important stuff.
Yeah,
He's like-
Atlas went from being a spellcaster to being like, well, I know what sucks for a spellcaster.
It's like,
So I'll make these Alchemist Fires
They're
and
like-
just carry some around.
it's like, why are you doing that? That doesn't even do any more that much damage at this level. Yeah, but I can see you now. Fuck!
Yeah, but you took damage in AoE, so deal with it. Oh
The
no, I
area
hit
of
the
effect
ground,
was
you
only
took 1
one
damage.
square, but that's still a full area and not a person.
So he's going to take a shot.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and make a
that's
little
so
shot. That's gonna be
Oh, I'm no longer inspiring.
okay. No,
How dare you? Don't you have lingering?
It went on for 2 rounds.
Oh, okay.
It did its thing.
Roll a d3 and pick 1, 2, or 3 before you roll.
What does it do to a switch action?
You hit him.
13th.
Oh, roll D percentage.
For over 50%.
Over 50%.
51 and up.
99.
Hey.
Good thing it's not Warhammer.
Exactly.
I'm going for D3.
Righteously screwed.
Oh yeah. All right, you hit.
With the mirror image?
You did.
Damn.
Yeah.
Get it.
It really works. 4 damage.
You took 4
Yeah,
damage.
as much dickery as those 2 spells are, they have to find a way to buff casters. So, like,
So they can
Straight-
make it to the later levels and actually do things.
yeah.
Oh, well.
I was really hoping just to have him grappled right now and for us to be over.
The
That
best
was-
part is you totally grappled him if you hit. Because that CMD of 10. Whew,
Oh, you said he was old.
he is an old human.
I do want to keep him alive if possible.
Instead of grapple, just use a bull rush and push him down the stairs. That's grounds for hospitalization, I promise.
Ouch.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Crunchy.
He doesn't have life alert. It'll work.
Oh,
I fallen and I can't get up.
Now that's what I call a crunchy roll.
I guess I'll just hold my turn to see if there's a point in time where I can, actually do something.
Yeah, the other thing I thought of is he's not going to move forward as a caster, so like our zombie track isn't going to work.
Yeah, I'll wait. I guess ideally until after Brandon's turn, see if Brandon does something, let me in to go do something. But for now, I'm just gonna hold turn.
Okay. Spencer, you and I back here kind of hear him kind of like looking at stepping, like, he's kind of like steps back towards the wall. It's like, and you hear him basically whisper, more or less, I was hoping you wouldn't come up.
What kind of an operation you got going on over here? Mr.
What kind of a chicken shit outfit is this?
I'm still stuck in this chicken shit outfit.
Why are you in a chicken outfit?
I wasn't a part of downstairs.
But you knew about it.
Oh, the other tenant. I just rent the upstairs.
Well,
I will
I guess
invest
I'm
in your
just gonna
sanitarium
have
so long as all dead bodies go to the morgue downstairs.
I guess I'm.
That may have been part of their agreement. Matt.
Yikes.
Something tells me I'm gonna have to investigate.
You want him alive? Okay. In that case, there's not too much I can do here. I'm gonna move behind Brandon. Sheath.
At least you
my-
want to just teleport on the other side of him.
That's right. I could do that.
Yeah, you guys have your once per session
Yeah.
campaign powers.
But you want him alive.
Then just grapple him. Teleport and grapple.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Dimension door.
Boop.
I wink out of existence, appear behind him. And I guess I try and.
As per the rules of Pathfinder,
Sorry, Brandon. You
can't do
took 3
anything
more
else
acid
to
damage.
try.
on your turn.
So does that so
that one.
how does
Right.
grapple work here? I roll with CMB against his CMD?
Yes.
Okay.
But you actually can't do anything after you teleport.
Oh, that's
So,
an action.
Weird rule that we always forget. Yeah, and you
Well, it's
took
not
your
even
standard
that
action.
That makes
you
sense.
did take your standard action, but also, no matter what, after you teleport, your turn ends.
Basically.
Okay.
You're
Unless you have
basically
a feat.
spend the rest of your turn reorienting yourself.
That makes
Because
sense.
your brain
Yeah.
was just
There's
focused
a
on.
feat that turns that off.
Yeah.
I've taken
Yeah.
it a lot.
Dimensional
Yes.
agility.
And he's made good use of it.
Ah.
Training.
Interesting.
Mags is really like that feat.
Brandino.
Alright, let's try this.
Yeah, he did.
CMD again. That's a 2 on the die, so. One of the 4 numbers I didn't need.
Spencer, you doing anything?
Seems odd there'd be a necromancer downstairs and a ghoul running around town and they wouldn't be connected. Not impossible, but odd.
The speciest.
You doing anything, Spencer?
All wizards who focus on necromancy play with ghouls.
No.
Let's see here.
I just feel like necromancers would either be in cahoots or territorial. I don't think it'd be like, oh wow, like there's
Or
another
Excelsior, too.
I don't expect a necromancer to ever be territorial.
necromancer
that
in this
being
neighborhood. Who would have thought? You let one necromancer in, and now there's just necromancers everywhere.
Good.
The neighborhood's
He's
gone.
like 50 feet away from me.
God damn.
So move to there. What would you say range increment would be on me trying to use adhesive spittle?
What is adhesive spittle?
A spell.
Yes.
Look it up.
It's an alchemist spell. It has a range
Basically,
under
it's
the
15
spell.
feet. There we go. So it's 15 feet.
So 1 more square forward? Or did you already move your full complement of moves?
I have moved my full complement of moves.
Yeah.
So
So if we can't grapple him, then we'll adhesive spittle him.
exactly, that's the plan.
Okay.
That is the plan. And is that just going to be like a ranged attack bonus?
Did I skip Brandon?
No.
Making sure I understood.
Oh,
I
yeah, you-
failed. I rolled a 2 on the grapple check.
That's right. Okay. Well then, Mitch.
Still can't do anything.
Okay.
So
Matt.
Alright. Grapple. 13.
That does it.
He's an old man.
Oh.
So roll me a d6, a d3, and pick 1, 2, or 3 before you roll.
3.
Okay.
Okay. 6.
He's got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Roll a d percentage and get 51 or above.
Come on, baby.
Shut up.
Shut up.
It's a chicken.
No,
Ain't
no,
nothing but a chicken wing.
33.
So you do not grab him because he's blurry.
Jesus.
Oh, I should have just fired an arrow.
Oh,
to help deal with
I
one
skipped
of
his
your
turn
images.
because he was on Sunbase.
Oops.
He was there. I was like, why didn't he do anything? He will. cast that.
No, he wouldn't cast that.
I don't think you would.
He doesn't have the balls
He's
to
always
cast
gonna
that.
provoke and
You
have to
don't have
cast
the
defensively. So let's roll with that. Alright, cast defensively. What are you at? You're at your cast level plus.
Always old. Fuck you, Adventure Path.
He is old.
I'm old. I'm an old
Didn't help him
man.
as much as it could have.
It helps with NPC stats.
19. That does cast a
Third level.
first level spell.
Oh, first level. Oh, that guy's a second level spell. That's what
It does.
19 casts.
Let's see if that touch happens.
Did you roll for the
Another 20.
rounds of acid arrow?
Yeah, it was only one.
Wow.
This is gonna be painful if this crits.
God damn it, Brock.
Brock doesn't like me.
This guy's a first level caster?
No.
When you say acid arrow persists for 1 round per caster level?
Per 3.
For 3 caster levels. I was like, oh damn.
Is it +1 per 2, +1 per 2, so 4 doubled, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take 9 strength damage from Brave Enfeeblement.
What? How much?
9.
Oh my Jesus!
At least you have a cleric in the party now.
9.
Well, I'm not grappling shit now.
Gosh, both spells on Brave were crits.
Holy Jesus!
Oh, jeez. Alright.
What's your strength score now?
5.
Damn.
Oh my.
Oh, gosh.
That's rude.
That is rude.
Oh, Matt tried to grapple him.
No, that was the turn Matt failed, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
We had to go backwards in time and play his turn.
I actually
Matt.
skipped his turn because
Oh.
he was a zombie who got deleted off the map.
I see.
You're leaving Habe so he can sneak out.
I was gonna. Well, I guess actually Lesser Resto is 3 rounds to cast, anyways.
I'm just gonna take a step back and let Mitch grapple him.
Yeah. Hi, Bran.
I'll take a step back, and I'll be like, Mitch, I've been enfeebled. Take him alive.
This Bran looks
And-
stupidly weak.
To help our grapples, I'll spend a round of my performance.
Spencer.
Cool. It's like, well, that wasn't cool. I'm gonna go ahead and step up and just hit him with a tangle with the acid, the adhesive spittle. Just might as well. All right, compete with just my
Again.
ranged attack bonus. 6.
What's his reflex save?
Yeah. All right. So that's gonna be a 24.
That definitely hits.
You're weaker than a pixie.
Oh, damn.
So what is your DC?
Yes, doing on it. So DC is
Just heavy load. 50
1
pounds.
plus your int modifier.
1 plus int modifier.
Oh, I'm
10.
encumbered.
1 plus.
Oh, also, are you targeting him with a square? If you're targeting him, there's some more rolls you have to make.
Oh yeah.
True. Targeting him.
Roll me the percentage. And
That's a good point.
Yep.
Mm.
I'm working all that.
Exactly.
I'm working on that.
Would you have? What if he did it to the square? Would he
35.
glue his?
he targets a creature.
Oh,
Yeah. The 35. I missed.
so one of the guys goes bye bye.
No, that was a displacement.
Oh,
Displacement misses everything.
rude dude. This guy's a rude
These
dude.
guys are rude.
I mean, it wouldn't be too bad if he didn't crit both of his spells, but
Right.
he did.
We're
What
trying
other
to-
spell can he cast that he can crit?
It's
Let's
like,
just see if it just keeps going. Oh.
We're trying to take him alive.
Yeah, hit him first before you worry about that. I think.
Yeah.
I'm just crit a Ravenfield against Max.
Nah, we got a different one that he can try to cast. That starts with a V and ends in empiric touch.
Ooh.
So let's see about that concentration test defensively. Did I say he adds that? Because that actually might not be enough. Do you have combat casting? You have combat casting. Okay. So he does cast it defensively.
Rude.
And I'm gonna try and touch you. What's your touch?
14.
I very easily can miss this. I rolled a 1.
Excellent.
He does not touch you with vampiric touch.
Good.
But you can try again next turn.
Good.
Mitch.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move into where Brandon was. And
You like potato
I'm
salad?
gonna try and grab him.
Okay.
Grapple boy. Grapple de goo. Grapple the grapple out of it.
Okay, well, that was an attempt, I guess.
Wow. I don't know if this fight could be going any worse for you guys. Alright, Matt, your turn.
Come on.
Man,
See him
it's
reach out,
so great
touch
being out in
me.
the open ocean, taking a nice, quiet cruise.
Gotta make Max proud.
Mhm.
Come on. There we go. That's a 24.
Alright, roll D3.
Come on.
Pick a number first.
1. 3.
There are 2 images.
Fuck me gently.
I mean, if you say so.
You're in good company.
Yeah.
No one's gonna judge.
Yeah, you know. That's why I like you guys. No judgment.
Brandon, you're gonna do anything.
And we can be gentle.
I might just cast a cure mod on myself, and I won't continue my song.
But it will last for 2 more rounds. So Spencer then.
8 plus 5 is 13. Did you only have one adhesive spittle for today?
Yeah.
You could try and just shoot him.
I think so I think I'll just try and shoot him.
Yeah.
See if I can at least finish off the rest of the mirror images.
Like, here's the thing. What happens even if we do grapple him? Like, then what? He's an old man and he can't fight back, so we can basically have
He's a
Basically,
spellcaster who literally can't make this check.
Oh, okay.
Spell.
I mean, that's our.
And then we just pummel him.
22.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with 1. Damn
Yeah,
it.
that's 1.
I hate him.
Oh, you get rid of the image.
Yeah.
Roll D percentage.
That's true. We could try and
Like that's what
just
I was.
take out the mirror images in the meantime.
Misses too.
Is that 60?
Yeah. Oh, I guess
No,
that's
60 hits.
60
Oh,
hits.
yeah.
But,
You actually hit.
okay, cool.
Roll that damage.
1 plus 3. So that's 3.
Was he not your study target?
No, I haven't said him right yet. Because
Oh.
we're trying to take him alive. I can't do non-lethal damage.
Well, unless you're going to actually kill him with your lethal damage, it doesn't matter. We've got a cleric.
Fair.
You can wound him still.
That's fair.
Something to keep in mind.
It's
true. You can rough him up a little bit. Just don't dead them.
Yeah.
Especially not in one round.
Alright, Matt.
But our rangers.
Concentration check for the spell. He took damage.
He already had. Oh, you're right. He did take damage.
Hey.
I mean, it's. Is it 10 plus the damage he takes?
It's 10 or 15 plus the damage he takes. This isn't something that usually comes up because
No,
usually
this isn't.
spells go off.
Because I've damaged him since he did his thing.
Concentration checks.
And you did your weapon damage plus my inspiring for your
Yeah, he doesn't add anything to
No
damage.
way,
for his
little
bow.
figures.
Unless I steady.
That's
You
what
can
his
take
studies
damage,
were.
it's 10 plus damage taken.
You dealt how much, Vince?
I dealt 3.
Yeah.
So it's 13.
Yeah, he did get it.
Oh.
Alright, let's see if he
Well, he
touches
gets
Matt.
combat casting, as Brock declared.
Does that go to concentration checks or?
It's all concentration
Okay.
checks.
Which is a +4.
Yeah.
Sir, does a 5 touch you?
It does not.
Okay.
It does not.
Also, he's no longer blurry.
Ah,
Yeah.
That significantly helps.
that very much helps.
Mitch. He's not blurry, and there's only one image.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try and grab him again and hopefully not roll a 1.
That's basically it.
There we go, that's a 20
No,
to
if that's
grapple.
2 ones, you double fail.
Oh, damn it.
Damn.
Is there one image still?
So, yeah, rolled it. Image.
By the way, combat casting, because I remember this because I used it a lot, is only for concentration checks made to cast a spell or use a spell-like ability while casting on the defensive or while grappled, specifically.
Weird.
So not for taking damage.
Well, I guess he could cast his second.
Well, yes,
that's
I've
but he still
grappled
missed.
Well, maybe. See if I got an image.
Yeah, that's not something that usually comes up.
Oop. Nah, I missed.
Well, the
But
image
he's not any, no more images.
no more images and no blurry.
It's just him.
Oh man.
Matt, go.
Come, I'm gonna grapple him. Come on. Let's go.
I'm just picturing Lord Voldemort just being like, no
There we
touching.
go.
No touching.
No touching.
23.
grapple.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Congrats, now you're roughhousing and manhandling a poor old man.
Yeah.
You like beating up the elderly, Matt?
I'm angry at this man now. I'm
He has
pissed.
done, what has he done to you?
He's hurt my friends.
He actually
He made Brandon tired.
No, he hurt my friends.
he dealt 15 points of damage to me.
Yeah, he has a 5 strength.
A flesh wound.
He's also
6 seconds
dabbling
of
with
agonizing pain.
Deck him.
Undeath.
Take him to the ground.
Which I don't consider inherently evil.
Your
like that.
intention in the undeath is the action
I'm
of
casting
raising
Animate
dead.
He's an evil act.
Which I call bullshit on.
Animate Dead?
Who are we
Being
decide the morality
yeah.
of this one,
Wow.
man?
Now, if he raised these zombies to be butlers, that'd be one thing. But they clearly came out and attacked us.
Or
Yeah.
if someone signed a contract saying that I may be raised as while dead, after I die, I may be raised to be
Holy-
This is
free
some real
labor
Herzog shit here. Come on now.
for
Yeah.
the community.
That's the Abaddon, but close
Oh,
enough.
the good necromancer that I've played raised evil people as undead to help them redeem themselves because their soul can't be judged while they're undead.
His +0 CMB did not break out of the grapple. Just want to let you know.
That is.
I'd give him one chance.
Don't
and
even
then-
try, you old man.
Old man's like, I'll show you, old man. Pulls out a dagger, just jams it into your thigh.
I did not see that coming. No.
he then busts off his shirt and his muscles are.
But he doesn't have his super strength while his shirt's on. That's part of
That's
the.
it, yeah.
That's the anime
Hey,
trope.
Goku.
It's constraining.
The Master Roshi effect.
That's the Master
Master
Roshi
Roshi
effect.
effect.
That's the blacksmith from Dr. Stone.
I was
Oh,
thinking of
yeah.
him too.
Or
He's just this
Boomy
feeble
from
old man, and
Avatar.
he rips off his.
Alright, well, at that point, you guys can
25
basically
pack.
do whatever because he literally had 0 to CMB and no escape artists.
Also, it's 10 o'clock, Brandon. How you feeling?
We got a little time for interrogation.
Interrogation, we got some chit chat, and yeah.
Alright, Brandon. He's all yours.
We got like half an hour.
So you guys can time up and whatnot, and Aaron Habe is kind of just like awkwardly in the corner, very concerned.
Should we tie up him too? It doesn't look like he's gonna run away, but like he could.
Yeah, let's tie him up too.
Okay.
Let's
go
just
I'll
do
go
it.
tie up Professor.
It's like, no, but like, isn't really resisting because
Guilty
He
by
sucks.
association.
I swear I didn't know what he was doing with the bodies. I just knew he would dispose of them, and yeah, he kept to himself. I didn't even have a key to that door.
Who's he? You're an
That guy.
investor?
The caster man.
Yeah,
Oh, that
who
guy.
is his partner, his
What's his
investor.
name?
Oh. You will definitely end up getting that. It
What's
is Kazarlu Zurin.
Ooh, I like that.
Spell it, please.
CAIZARLU ZERREN.
Alright, Mr. Kaiser roll.
Mr. What?
Kaiser roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's similar.
Good for sandwiches. I dig that. I dig that. We dig that.
All right, yeah. So
I
we
was how many hit points it's gonna
we have them tied up, and we have them in the
Chapter
floor, and
2. Subpoint. Investigation.
then we go up to Aaron and we say, and now let's figure out who's this guy.
I'm me. What? What?
Meddling kids.
Just
Can I-
had to satisfy your curiosity, didn't you?
You meddling kid. I would have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for you
Look,
meddling
that said,
kids.
you probably
and your
should have satisfied some
dog.
of your curiosities about what he was doing in the basement.
Can I roll a sense motive to
Paid the
see
bills. That was the agreement.
if can I roll something to see if he's like lying about what actually was going on
Yeah, of
downstairs?
course.
Like if he knew.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nope. I'm 11.
24.
30.
You guys knew he was doing some suspicious, but
Yeah.
it definitely seems like he didn't know everything.
Oh, he didn't.
He
know
was
all the
willfully
details.
ignorant.
Just thought it was drug
That's a
trade.
good way of
Didn't
putting
think
it.
it
Chose
was
not to find out.
on death.
He
Yeah,
was
I know.
the money of the
Yeah,
operation,
keep his
Gotcha.
as he
possible
described.
deniability intact.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Basically, Aaron is a little scaredy cat pansy. It's you basically like point a weapon at him and he spills his guts. Yeah, basically
No,
this
you need
is
to stay inside so we can talk to him.
metaphorically. Basically, Aaron
Sir, what are you
divulges that he is the businessman who we met in Magnamar, who claims he was a retired businessman who wanted to give back to the community and paid for the building and basically pays for most of the bills. And part of the agreement was he gets the basement and he doesn't go down there and he'll dispose of the bodies, which unless there was a secret passage, he knew that was really the only way in or out. So because that's like, well, that sounds suspicious.
Yeah.
He says he didn't know that really what he was doing with the bodies. He just knew he disposed of them.
Can I go over to the old man
Yeah,
and be like,
for more or less.
In this guy's defense, it would be honestly very plausible for someone to just want to study anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's true.
Like, this sounds really suspicious to us because we don't have people doing this as much anymore, and when they do, it's pretty official.
That's true.
But like back in the olden times, that's how you figured out how people worked. Is you cut them open and you went, I wonder what this part did, and then
And a lot of the
kind
times they had to do it in
figure that
secret.
out. Yeah.
Because-
So that would be.
It was frowned
So
upon.
yeah.
He'll mention that Aaron mentions that he basically dealt with the patients when they're alive. He dealt with them after they died. Grace was a weird situation where he knew that they were both interested in him, and he basically, as soon as he heard about him, he mentioned that he wanted the body as soon as he passed, like with no delay and stuff like that.
That's where it gets sketchy.
Yeah.
But for the most part, he kept to himself. He basically, like, every once in a while was like, yeah, here's what's going on. She's like, oh, okay, cool. And, like, that was it. Like, they almost didn't even talk most of the time unless it was, like, money. He was like, okay, it's that time of the month. Okay, here you go. Or, hey, here's the body. Okay, cool. And that's how it's been the last couple of years.
All right, so after Aaron gives us all the information, we want to go to
Word vomit.
Carcass. That was a weird one.
It is a word.
Kaisaru Zero.
Kaiser roll.
Kaiser roll.
So we'll go up to
All
Kaiser
hail
roll.
Lord Kaiser. Always.
Who looks very
Kaiser.
grumpy. Old man.
Always.
And so I'll say to him, so I think you must understand the situation that you're in now, that your operation has been busted and that you have been caught red-handed. I assume you answer all questions that we have truthfully, or else, well, I guess you're the master of death. I don't really need to describe to you what's going to happen.
He stares at you sternly.
You know what's up.
One question I want to get out of the way now. Do you know who I am?
No.
Oh, thank God.
He looks very confused, like, no, I don't know who any of you are.
Oh, thank God.
We were getting a bit concerned.
You look like you're missing some hair there, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed.
That's
No, he
hilarious.
doesn't say that, don't worry.
Oh, damn it.
It's a very
that means we
important-
still gotta go to the haunted mansion.
Yeah, that was a very important question that needed to be asked.
Good call.
So you turn every body of patients that die in this asylum into a zombie.
Why?
Why would you do that to these people?
Why not? They're already dead. They don't need their bodies.
Something known
True,
as
but-
respect for the dead.
That's a waste of time, but sure.
I mean, seems to me that he doesn't have that, so ethics isn't the path here.
I mean,
But
and I'm
why
no
would you
cleric,
do
so I
it?
don't really know what like tampering with the body has anything to do with the spirits.
Yeah.
I don't actually think it does anything.
It
So,
doesn't
like-
affect anything.
Yeah.
So
Also, where you go
like-
after you die is fucking the tits, yo.
Fucking the
It's usually the tits, at least.
Like
Maybe.
actual
Depends.
It can
tits.
be. If you're an asshole, you would deserve.
Oh yeah.
You get reborn as an outsider.
next question
Can yeah.
is
Or you just get put back in the pool.
You don't remember anything though.
so
Usually.
more patients must have died than the zombies that came up here. What have you been doing with the zombies after you raised them?
How many patients do you think he gets here?
How many do you think die? That's a valid question.
So these are the only patients that have passed away in this time period.
Well, at least whose corpses were.
How long has this place been open?
So
About
about
4
4
years.
years.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a
to
sense mode of the only, was it 4 zombies?
Yeah.
It's 3 zombies.
It's 31.
There were 4.
Okay.
I mean, the implication is that there aren't a whole lot of people here. People don't always just croak and get replaced instantly, so.
They're not killing them on purpose.
No.
I guess I just
They
imagine there are
were
larger
basically
mental
vacation.
facilities nowadays.
The implication
Yeah,
is
they
they're
don't
going to let
usually
him
have more
die,
than a death a
but
year.
that's a
That
little
would be-
different.
A death a year is still pretty high, even for a modern day like large sized asylum. How many people dying of natural causes or suicide?
For like a medical hospital, that's a little low.
Yeah.
But
Well-
for an asylum,
Yeah.
normal.
Mm-hmm. That's about.
So what
I'm
was your
surprised.
plan then for the 4 zombies?
To have them?
Why? What for? What purpose?
No, there'd be like, but why regular fucking zombies?
He's not that
Maybe
high
he's
level.
working his way up.
Gotta start somewhere.
Austin, who's not here.
Very happy.
Remove paralysis or haste. Oh yeah, for a wizard he needs the 4th level spell. No, 3rd level spell haste.
Level spell haste, yeah.
So he could have.
If he knew had this bonus spell book.
Oh.
No more a quick trip. I know a guy. He's a whole
They
15
were
level.
handy with research.
And what research were you performing?
I'm a necromancer. Take a guess.
Seems like he was performing research. on
I'll just
race
punch him in
people.
the face at that comment.
Wow.
Right on.
So we said D3 plus strength.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 damage.
Oh, right.
Palpable hit.
He truly is an excellent conversationalist.
So what? You just have a bunch of undead creatures down there for handy research?
Just to learn about the undead.
What
Just
about
Gain more research.
life, undeath, the transformation of what happens to you when you die? And, it was a pretty nice little gig. It was simple and quiet.
Someone paying you for this research? Do you work for someone?
No, this is for myself. I'm the one keeping this place open.
There is that. So it's simply a personal pursuit of
Yeah.
knowledge. I can understand that.
So the odds of 2 necromancers being in the area of Sandpoint seems pretty slim to me. So are these
No,
zombies?
that makes sense. Unless you don't know what's going on.
Do you know what's going on?
Do you know what's going on?
No, that's
Do
why we're asking
you
people.
know
It's the whole point of an interrogation. If we knew what was going on, we would have just left you in the basement, unless you were guilty, in which case we would have taken you in. What kind of a stupid question was that? Sorry, I'm not the interrogating type.
I'll backhand you again for 1 point of damage. Don't make me do it.
Well,
Hey,
he's
Brock,
still
do
got
that.
30.
Hey,
I'll
Brock,
take a
can you
tooth
help
this
him
time.
today? Or like,
Yes, I can, yes. I think I have one prepared and then I can use I do have one prepared, and I can use 2 channels for a Lesser Resto with my Archangel type.
Ultimately, you know something about Graced. Graced had a message for us.
For you.
For me. That's why I asked you if you knew me.
Was it a good message?
No. Said
Yes,
I had
the
some
others.
sort of-
Was it a good message?
I mean, I guess it depends on what.
It
I
was a very
don't know.
clear
I was
message.
told I had like an invitation to something, and that there was a surprise for me.
There's a lot going on in the area.
Said
I was curious how it would unfold.
What can you tell us about what's been going on in the world of the those who dabble with the undead?
Do you
Is
know
there
how-
actually an underwater superhighway?
Do you know how Grist got sick?
He got
Bit by a ghoul.
Do you know specifically how?
Well, yeah, we're actually
I
investigating
know
that
there are
very thing.
ghouls running around.
Yeah, like there was one at the mill, and there was one at this attack, and I'm assuming there was one in my room last night because it sure smelled like it.
Oh, you guys don't know as much as you think you do. He looks looking at you confused.
Either Mitch is admitting to being a very smelly person. Or ghouls are taking their free time to just be creepy to it.
Like as the old man, I would just be like, you should spend more on those whores.
Have you heard of a bath, my child?
My child.
My room didn't smell like that until last night.
Sure.
I've heard of wetting the bed, but not shitting it.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
I like that. That was cool.
Who was that? I missed it.
Jake something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Thanks
just
for the
say.
follow, right?
Jake
Thanks for the
Shaw.
follow.
Thanks for the follow.
Well, let's just say that there are ghouls in more than just your bedroom.
Yeah, I know. I said there was one at the mill, and there's one out here that attacked some criminals. This
Yeah.
guy was there.
Oh, it was outside Sandpoint, yeah. You should look at the farmlands.
Is that anywhere near that
Jake
manor
Shaw.
that I got invited to?
So, I can pull up
We've had 2 follows today.
a map.
Right on.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I must not seen the other one because we were looking at the Roll20 page and not this.
Yeah. Troll de lol scrolls.
Go ahead. So,
The
And
farmland?
Jake Shovel.
we. Sandpoint, Skidoosh.
Okay.
It doesn't give me exactly where it is, but it is a little. This is a little south, somewhere.
So this is
So the farmlands are these whole big area down here,
Oh.
where all these little houses and stuff everywhere
These
are.
small villages.
The Foxglove Manor is way down here. You see on the left edge of the screen, the edge of the blip.
Yeah.
Wow.
It ends up being, I think it says in the book somewhere about 6 miles to get there. So unfortunately, it doesn't tell me where exactly the Tinctatorium is, but it's. I'd actually pick exactly where it would be.
Well, not even to be too far outside of town.
We'll say it's over here somewhere. So he basically mentions you should pay attention to what's going on in the farmland. So the farmland is that big expansive area. All those different houses are different farms themselves with little roads that go in between them. But yes, that was the last thing he said.
Farmlands are a big area. Anywhere specifically, or just the farmlands in general?
The southern parts.
Southern part.
Let's just say there's more ghouls than you guys realized.
Yeah, that seems pretty obvious
I
to
never made
me.
an assumption to the number of ghouls, so.
Oh, I 100% thought there was 1.
One seemed like a fair number of ghouls. Any more ghouls than that, and there's a lot of bigger problems than goblin raids.
That one.
I'll give you a little hint. From what I've gathered, there is a big, probably ghast, making a horde, or a pack, if you will. I believe is how they refer to
Ooh,
themselves.
see, I don't like that you use that word.
See, that's what I assumed would happen if there was more than one ghoul.
That's no
Did that
bueno.
have to do with the message?
The message? Yeah, I don't know. Be a pack.
Oh, the Ghast Lord. And the Ghoul Pack. Cool. Not to be confused with the Guild Pact. It's a Ghoul Pack.
Ooh.
But wait, why? Why would we need to check the places that are so far apart? Farmlands and the manor.
It's only a couple miles, actually.
It's far.
Yeah, we do
Miles,
have our other
too.
episodes on YouTube.
It just looks huge.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
The
actually
scale is
I mean,
not appropriate for how
Sandpoint
they
to
draw
here
stuff.
Yeah.
is like a 6 mile by road.
It is not to par
Yeah.
with actual things.
It's the same.
Like,
handle
these
on
are
YouTube,
hills,
right?
not mountains.
Yeah.
Solo Party?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Or
those
like
are
a
small
rocky,
woods.
craggy coast.
Rocky, craggy, rocky.
But yeah. There's a ghoul activity that's been happening the last couple of days in the southern part
And only
of the
some of them.
farmlands.
We had to stop the upload process to steal the Ethernet cable today.
Oh, that's fair.
Well,
So I want to make a knowledge local check, just to see what Sandpoint's laws are on necromancy.
Oh, good luck. I looked this up while we were talking. It's 100% super up in the air.
Well, it's weird because I think just because there's a magic system in and of itself that describes the animate dead as an evil action, that alone.
A lot of spells are evil. Have you
There's
looked
enough
at
of them, yeah.
It's very wishy-washy.
Let's just say Sandpoint, from what I recall, is a good alliance town and government, and it being evil, they don't like it. Let's just say it's not enough of an issue that they've ever had to specifically outlaw necromancy.
I imagine it also has to do with the legality of who the corpse belongs to. Like, if you have no next of kin, there's no one like
Glass
that.
cannon.
Your physical entity belongs to nobody.
Glass cannon all the way.
So at that
I
point,
think glass cans.
it's
alright.
fine.
Rock
So
slide.
if the patients that he's been operating on have family, then that's a bad thing. But if they have no family in the area or no one cares about them, then they are, as far as like, magic is concerned, just objects.
So with a 20.
Aaron kind of off on the side. It's like,
Oh, I
most
haven't.
of my patients don't really get contact from their family.
I mean, I was just asking in my headpiece. I haven't said out loud
No.
about. So, from what I know of the laws of Sandpoint, do I think the sheriff would want us to turn in a necromancer? Especially, like, we figure at this point now that he's not tied to the ghouls that have been committing the murders, so he's not wanted for murder. So the only thing he would be wanted for is necromancy.
The problem is I would say he hasn't specifically broken laws. Because
That was what-
necromancy's
yeah.
never been enough of an issue to need to outlaw it.
It's just frowned upon, especially by those who are
Yeah.
heavily religious, which makes up a large portion of Golarian. Seeing as it's a lot, there's a lot more proof that the gods exist on Golarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So when I was looking it up while we were going over this, the big gist that I got is most like good people, most people who are kind of around religion like Sandpoint is, wouldn't tolerate a necromancer living in their town.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not ever going to go out of their way to assault or anything to a necromancer,
Okay.
unless that person were to come and like if he was grave robbing in Sandpoint, grave robbing is a crime. Then you could be like desecrating corpses because
Yeah.
they belong to people, like that's that kind of stuff.
Well, isn't he doing that now here?
Well,
He just you could
Desecrating.
voice your opinion and then he'll actually tell you in Aaron's voice. But Aaron basically mentioned that these people are long forgotten and no one cares about them
I
because
missed that part.
Most of the people who end up in a place like this end up here because there's nowhere else to go, no one can help them.
it's
and
more
a lot of times
merciful.
Oh,
They
they
surround
surround
you
us.
down.
I see.
it's like institutions like in the 50s and 60s, you put your unwanted
Yeah.
kid who had mental illness that you weren't able to handle there, and you just forgot about it.
Yeah. Okay.
In the long run, yeah, that's what it ends up being.
It's tragic, but
Because it does, I mean, as far as the common person is concerned, you either have to find a legendary religious figure who is benevolent enough to grant this to you, or spend a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, heal as a 6th level spell cast by an 11th caster level. Times, I think it's 25 or 10.
25 for a scroll.
25 for a scroll, 10 for a regular casting. If they're going off those prices,
Yeah.
and that's still more money than you'll see in a very long time.
Yeah.
For adventures, that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess is the desecration of the corpses here still a crime, even if they're people that no one's
By
remembered or forgot
Sandpoint
about?
standards, no.
Okay.
If you went all the way down to Magnamar, that might be a different story.
If you could find their next of kin and ask their next of kin if they cared.
Well, like Magnamar might have laws that
Mm-hmm.
are more broad and against.
For where
it.
he
There's-
is,
different time.
he's
Right.
doing things that people aren't supportive of, but not doing anything illegal. It sounds like.
basically, yeah.
All right. Okay.
my vote,
Doesn't make him a good person.
Right.
personally, he's given us information and a lead. I say he should just leave.
No, that if there's no laws for Sandpoint, then
He just
there's
to me,
no. This isn't our jurisdiction.
He just
Right.
sounds like he's a true neutral person who doesn't really take in the morality into consideration. He's just like, no, I was curious about these things, so I raised some guys to answer some questions.
So the last
I
thing
mean,
I
he's
think
evil. He's just
But we don't know that
Yeah.
as players, and
Yeah.
wouldn't know that unless you said it. His demeanor as you've depicted him just seems more apathetic than like cunning evil man.
I mean, he's not an idiot. He's not going to be like, nah, screw you guys.
Some of them are. Some of them could be.
I don't know. It
you
just
should watch
seems
anime.
wrong to me,
A lot
right?
of them are.
Like,
Well,
no,
this is an anime.
it's sure
like
not
that for
right.
that case.
Yeah, it's not like it. Yeah, it's not
But
right.
but it's not wrong enough necessarily for us to. He didn't kill anybody to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He was essentially dabbling in unpleasantries with dead bodies.
Ethically, it's questionable.
Which
Legally, it's not.
which
I
is
don't know.
which is
Crime.
why we encourage him to leave town so that he doesn't like.
So we don't have to deal with this anymore,
I'm
basically.
not really worried about the legality. I'm worried about the morality.
Well, we've so far set a precedence of, like, is it, like, for at least for the things people we've seen, we've questioned the legality of it.
Yeah.
And whether or not they've
I don't
committed
take
crimes.
issue with it if the people wanted to do something with the bodies,
Mhm.
like bury it or had some sort of ritual. But if they're here, if they were just left here, then like
The soul has left the corporeal remains.
Mhm.
It's not being hurt. It doesn't. They don't care
I mean, your
anymore.
body's just a vessel.
I think it's
Once
kind of cool
once
that
the
this
thing
is
goes away.
this is a meta game too. So I feel like we're
Yeah.
probably actually really having this conversation.
Yeah.
Like in game, like
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
I
as
am
we are now.
heavily tailoring mine.
But like, are we playing ourselves really truly as to what our motivations would be, or are we putting ourselves
my
in
basic
this setting?
premise is the same. It's
Yeah.
a dead body.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anymore. He can do whatever he wants with it. Now, if, like I said, if somebody wanted to have a ritual, that is their right to have the ritual
Of
Yeah.
the burial
of whatever
and
they
all that
wanted,
stuff.
and it's wrong to stop them.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't see anything wrong with
Yeah.
messing around with dead
I
bodies.
mean,
in fact, we
'cause-
do that in
Yeah.
our society on the regular.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It only gets weird if he tries to eat them.
Yeah.
My
Give me your stuff to 'em.
my
Yeah.
comment earlier, like of
Fair enough.
if you do have like, because in a lot of fantasy you have someone be like, hey, do I have access to your body if you were to die? Like, are you willing to give me access? So at that
Right.
point in time, as long as access is given, and necromancy isn't a criminal activity,
Right.
then it's completely legal. If it's grave robbing or denying people of their and
Right.
rights,
Then
then,
there's another
it's
crime
illegal.
associated to
But if it's, as we described, these are just truly forgotten people who aren't going
If this-
The
anywhere.
dead don't have
And
rights.
that's why this
That
is
one.
so interesting to me, is
Yeah.
because it's
I think
the
if it
difference
happened, like,
between
near a bigger city, it'd come into context of, well, the rights of those people, the
yeah.
custody or whatever it is, has been given to the sanitarium, and they are now, because if you're clinically insane, you can't like give permission.
Right.
You're not of sane mind.
Right.
So the kind of authority over what happens to these people is then given to the asylum.
So that's interesting to me because it's the difference between Matt Surgis in 2020 here in these days that just thinks this is really morally wrong, and the difference between Matt Surgis in this fantasy medieval RPG setting that has taken into consideration that I live in this town and this town's customs and how necromancy is viewed. It's very interesting.
Well, necromancy is still viewed as bad.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not something that the good people do.
Right.
For my
But like
part-
in this,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
Well, yeah, for my part, like character-wise, I'm looking at it going like, you clever bastard. That's
Oh, yeah.
like, that's why it's out here. You get away from all this, the crazy.
He's
little
doing it
stupid
in
things.
just the most skirting that line of like it's too close to just being so mundane.
Yeah.
Like you set up this place to help the insane, and when they pass away of what appears to be natural causes, you just take their physical vessel and you do what you will with it.
and be
Right.
And you further your own,
Yeah.
magical research.
and like personally, again, I'm like looking at it going like, the worst that we could do, like, if we, because I don't think any of us are here to be like just, well, let's kill him because he did it.
Right.
It's more of like, I mean, the worst we can do is be like, look, man, we're gonna tell everyone what you've been up to out here. You should probably just go ahead and leave.
Yeah.
Right. He did attack us.
Well, that's the thing I wanted to ask him before we make a
He
decision
did attack
is
us.
Yeah.
I want to ask him, did you attack only because you were interested in Graced and you thought that we were going to do something with him?
I attacked because I thought someone was coming to ruin what I had here. And I heard fighting going on upstairs. It's not like that's something that happens very often. Not like that.
It's true.
It's usually more falling over and banging when it's a patient.
Yeah.
Not screaming.
I imagine
and-
even if they take us out of the picture and who's his butt goes crazy,
Yeah.
like he'd still probably send the zombies up to
Yeah.
just get it to a point where he could then capture it.
That's true.
Because zombies versus a ghoul probably be more important.
Yeah.
It's such a morally gray area. I like it.
Yeah.
With Gris
Cool.
specifically, yes. Otherwise, he
If
would
this
just let
scenario
the
happens
raids.
in like 7 or 8 levels, and people are doing things like trap the soul and magic jar and all that kind of stuff, now that's fucked up. That's a no-no.
Yeah.
You're touching people's souls and stopping them from going on and doing their thing. Now you're doing bad.
Exactly.
If
And
you're killing people to raise them, now you're doing bad.
Yeah.
No, basically the implication you get is he had a comfortable setup that he liked, that he was, at least from his perspective, defending.
Okay. Yeah, at that point then, I'm totally on plan of like, yeah, I mean,
Fuck off.
you should probably leave town because when people hear there's a necromancer,
We're not responsible.
we're not responsible. We're not going to do anything malicious to you after this point. We actually really appreciate the information you've given us. But word of this will get out whether or not we say anything.
For the record, I do find all of this incredibly creepy and weird.
Same.
Agreed.
Ditto.
Like, we definitely recommend leaving, but
Note to self: if I die, don't come back as a necromancer.
Don't come back as a necromancer.
All right, so I guess we're going to wait for Austin, then Austin get back from his voyage and head out to the farmlands and Foxglove Manor.
So, he basically says he will be gone before the end of the day. He wants to collect his stuff he has downstairs,
Pack my bags and leave immediately.
basically.
That's fair.
And that is that. When you guys get back to town, you actually find out that Sheriff Hemlock was looking for you guys.
Because he found Mitch's hair at the crime scene due to DNA tests.
What? No, because he.
Oh, that's another fair point. Regionally, this would be like if he was a necromancer in Osirian, that is the immediate death penalty.
Oh,
He's
shit.
for one raised zombie because they're
Oh, and
devout
also,
worshippers
Brandon,
of Pharasma.
he cut my hair and didn't get it from the roots. You're not gonna be able to get enough DNA off of the strands of hair back here. You gotta get the root,
Oh,
Is that
really?
actually a thing?
basically.
Oh, I don't know much about...
You,
Not that they
you-
could.
You
really
are,
get
however,
you.
going to be able to get a fat bonus to scry checks against Mitch with that kind of chunk of hair.
There's that one.
Yeah.
It's only plus 10.
Yeah.
That's really good.
to him failing the will save.
Yeah.
That would only put him at, I mean...
And you know what
It
really
wouldn't be
fucked
that
us
much
up?
of a difference because
if the
that
Foxglove bro was the Gas Lord.
Because he knows you familiarly.
That only
'cause
puts you
we
like a
hung out.
-8 plus the fact that he would know you firsthand. You just can't pass the scry.
That one.
Dude,
Striking it bullshit.
If you're a divination wizard, your friends can basically hide nothing from you.
Yep.
Yes.
You're like, alright, someone ate my
Made you
fucking
turn red to
cookie.
that one.
Yep.
Who took my cookie?
That sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
That wizard was obnoxiously prepared to the point where it was annoying. No, so sheriff.
I didn't like that character. My cat burglar.
Did you steal cats?
No, I was a cat.
Oh, okay.
I was a cat.
That was my second question. I was like, you either need to be a cat for that, or you need to steal cats, or both. I approve.
Freedom.
Alright, so what does the sheriff
I mean,
want
I
with
was
us?
stolen cats, but I was a cat.
He says that he has a farmer from the farmland who came into town this morning. Speaking of mischief, or speaking of walking scarecrows, is the term he uses.
Oh, fuck off.
In the Southern Farmlands.
Yes.
Oh God.
Funny enough.
I shouldn't have said that.
Should not have
So that's where I put those. I mean, wait, no.
I should not
Dun,
have said
dun,
that.
dun.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
I should not
So,
have said that.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
at this point, since he directly brought it up, we'll fill him in on what happened.
We chased out a
I mean, we're
necromancer
going
out
to,
of
right?
it.
There's
Yeah.
no reason
Yeah.
not to.
We chased a necromancer out of the sanatorium, but on his way
Oh.
out, let us know that there is some much bigger fish to fry in the farmlands.
And have
something
we-
about a ghast.
Told him that we think that we pretty much know the ghouls are involved with the murders that we're investigating.
You guys had
He was with us at the lumber mill, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You guys hadn't specifically talked to him
So we
since
can bring
yesterday
this up
morning.
also.
Yeah, so I guess we're filling
start
him
with the
in.
lumber mill and go in order.
So-
yeah.
What
So
was
just fill him in.
Exactly. It's like also your the buddy who checked in at the sanitarium had ghoul fever.
So we'll fix that tomorrow, but he'll still be insane.
But it won't be dying.
So you won't be dying
True.
soon.
We won't have another ghoul on our hands.
That part.
Well, we'd be able to stop the ghoul happening.
yeah. True.
Yes. He wasn't gonna become a ghoul one way or the other.
Yeah.
This way's
One way.
preferred.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
If we
Also-
hadn't have gone there, he might have.
Yeah.
But we were there, so now it's not going to happen.
So he
It
he
was-
says there's someone who can give you the details about the farmland, at least from his perspective. Don't think he's entirely sober, and he's yeah, you'll see what I mean. So I
think that this might be a good stopping point.
That's fair. We are at like 10:30.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a good point before I get into that. Yeah, so we will get into that next time.
Right on, right on.
Okay.
Exciting stuff.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
See you